Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 143 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, Juac?
You know my guy over here.
And that fool blazer, Ramon.
On the other end is... And we are...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
And we clap. We clap because we have another guest this week. It's he's my cousin, Lando, Junito, whatever the hell he wants to go by. That is what we will refer to him as.
I've been called many a thing.
And those are the best.
Those are the nicer ones.
Okay, that's nice. Welcome to the show. I know he's a listener. You may know him. He pops up on our page, commenting in all the time. And if you follow his page, he shares a shit ton of ridiculous ass memes that are just great. El panda soy yo.
El panda soy yo.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Love you guys.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you for listening.
I'm a fan.
For sure.
Johnny, that one guy, it's him.
That one?
That's me.
That one guy.
I
It's
met him. Nice.
That one guy that listens to us.
I feel like we have one from like almost every race. We have a hardcore listener, just one. We have our Obi-Wans.
Yeah.
Our Keef Masters.
Yep.
Man.
Our panda.
Yep.
Yeah. El panda
Man.
over here. Yeah, you're right. It's the trifecta right there.
We're going to hit all the countries. We need one to represent each. It's like the IC Olympics. Let's do it.
Oh, man.
We
Today
just
is
need that review on Apple Podcasts, and then we'll complete the circle.
There we go.
That's true. Yeah, guys. Again, thank you for coming on the show. We're going to talk some shit. We're going to, do what we do best here. And I recorded a couple videos earlier, and I was saying that I'm all like shaky now because I've had too much sugar.
Yeah.
It's the diabetes, okay? Orange juice to do it. You throw in some fucking strawberry syrup into it.
Pepsi?
Yeah, bro, and I had Pepsi. That's true. So that's why I was like, let me drink something with zero sugar at the moment. But yeah, that shit has me all shaky and shit. How y'all feeling? How's everybody showing up?
Not shaky.
Definitely not shaking.
I know.
Not as caffeinated, but I did have a Red Bull, so maybe a little bit.
You getting
Doing
there.
good. Yeah.
You getting there.
Yeah. That's enough caffeine, though. It's all depressants from here on out.
Yeah. I see the length
Come down.
coming through in the back. It's getting there, bro.
I know.
Yeah. He's trying to get 70
Shit.
sexy over here, bro.
I'm trying to be like Johnny out here with his long ass hair and shit. You know what I mean?
The two bald guys.
I'm a rocket while I
Speak
got
for yourself, buddy.
it. He's just too lazy. That's all.
I'm just bald. I guess it's slightly balding.
Oh,
now
really?
in my old age.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
I don't know.
You don't know,
that's
though, like,
slightly
It's not
bald.
When's
really
the last time
slightly
you
bald.
actually had enough hair though to like? I feel like I always see you with a shaved head.
What do you mean?
Like your shit's always shaved.
We keep
I
some
haven't
balance.
shaved my head in a while.
For real?
Yeah, in a long time. I have hair.
Looks like normal.
That's how many hats
lock
he
hair,
wears.
though. I mean,
That's true, though.
I mean, your sides are always lined up nice. Then I'll give you that because your shit's never like popping out of the back or anything.
Yeah, the bald thing I rocked for a while, and every time I do get lazy, I start doing it. Just because I don't give a fuck.
It's nice to
Yeah.
have a choice.
Yeah, it's nice to have a choice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Me and Vin Diesel.
You and Vin Diesel, we're not.
that Vin Diesel, he's been coming up a lot today.
It's a family thing.
Yeah, it's oh shit.
Wait,
All right,
really?
that's gonna be a question for
I
another
have
time, and
questions. Yeah.
we'll spring that up on you. Another day, you will be pleasantly
No, I ain't ready
surprised by
for
that
it.
one. I'm not ready for that conversation.
The Christmas episode, I think we'll drop that question. That
Ooh,
seems like a good holiday question.
That is a very
Okay.
That's a very I like
Just had the
that.
holiday special.
Stay tuned. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Fuck, what is that? In 2 weeks?
Yeah, I feel like that's
Something like that.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks we'll
the-
be
the
recording.
20th, Yeah, and it'll
the-
drop the 22nd.
Yeah.
Just before Christmas, that holiday. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, we'll save that question for then.
Merry freaking
Yeah,
Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Oh yeah,
I'm playing that instead of Christmas music. That's gonna be that episode.
that
Come
conversation.
on, kids, let's get around the
Can we
tree.
use Christmas music for intro music that episode? Like, is that all in like public domain by now? Like, or is that still? Do we get
Sure, there's
flagged for that shit?
Something. As long as it's not Mariah Carey's song, we're good.
Oh yeah, no, hell no.
No, we're not.
I feel like
doing
we
that.
could get away with that. She's not gonna come after us.
I'd be more down to play the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas song in the beginning.
Okay,
Yeah, I'd be down for
that works.
What was it?
Something Christmassy. You know, like when you're watching like shows, sometimes they have like special intros for special episodes. Like they do different songs or different show. They sing the song a different way. Like Peaky Blinders used to do that sometimes, where they would have be the same song, but like it'd be a different band or something. Like we should switch it up, do something crazy.
We're not at that level.
I mean, we're not Peaky Blinders, but yeah, we can still.
You're not Peaky.
We're creative.
Yeah, right. We're not Peaky Blinders.
I mean,
like
technically,
that.
we're not Peaky Blinders at all. We're not, if you want to get technical,
I mean,
no.
we're a hardcore.
But at
family.
heart, we are Peaky Blinders.
I mean, theoretically, the Puerto Ricans are more Peaky Blinders than you are.
They're what, Irish?
Yeah.
English? No, they're English.
You know, we constantly have blades under our tongue, right?
That's true.
It's just
In
not
your hats,
hidden
you
our-
got in the
it's
in
not
the
hidden in
cookies,
our hats.
Yeah,
It's in our mouth.
under the sea.
We carry it.
Under your tongue, bro.
It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
He thinks you're joking, but that's
He
a
really
thing.
does.
That's a
Like,
thing.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
That is like a prison thing. That's what they do in prison. They keep that
No,
shit.
people do
Nah,
that.
that's a
real
Clinton
life.
Avenue thing.
Damn.
I've seen my aunt.
Yeah, do shit.
I used to.
So it's there all
try
the
that.
time. Like
Yeah.
it's just chilling there.
Just
They
chilling
just
there.
train themselves to do everything with the blade there without cutting themselves.
That's
Yeah.
unnecessary. But I guess that's kind of dope. I mean,
It's
I'm
clearly
impressed. I couldn't
necessary.
do that.
I tried for years to get. Well, I won't say years, but maybe months. But on and off for years, I tried to learn that trade. I don't even know what you call it. That trick. That skill.
Is this a rite of passage?
I don't
as
know.
a
I was
young
in middle
Puerto
school.
Rican?
Like I thought it was cool. I had just seen Blood In, Blood Out. Like I thought that was what
okay.
you were supposed to
Okay.
do.
Yep.
Sure. sure.
I never really got it like under the tongue skill.
this is
like
making me
but I would have it like on the side of my cheek, and I could do that like easily, and then I could flip it out with my tongue, and made it look like it was under my tongue.
Culture
the whole
shock, huh?
time.
Yeah, see that?
Culture disbelief.
Yeah.
Like, why? I get it, but like that just seems so dangerous.
Yeah,
I mean,
completely unnecessary.
It's completely
Your-
unnecessary.
your dental
However,
health.
Totally
however,
normalized.
it's
Just saw blood.
it's unnecessary until you find out that it's way more dangerous for you to be walking around and anything
And
could pop
not
off
have
and
a
not have
blade.
anything on you. I mean, I personally would.
I just feel like there's
if
a
you
better
sneeze?
place to
Pocket,
hold
but-
the blade than in your mouth.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
Just
yeah.
sanitary concerns aside.
You get patted down by the cops.
I mean,
not gonna find
sanitary.
out. Check that.
Like,
You
what
get
are
arrested. They
concerned
check
about?
your.
Like getting,
I mean-
rust poisoning or something. Like it's stainless
Sure.
steel.
Yeah.
Stainless steel.
Rabies shot and shit.
It's stainless
You
steel.
use a
in
new
your mouth,
blade
you're
every
good.
time? Do you take this blade out, you put it on your fucking dresser when you go to sleep, and you wake up and you're like, here we go. It's like a fucking
That's a good question.
we had
retainer.
We had the barber thing. It's
How
just
often?
drop it
How
in-
often does this razor blade get
put it in
replaced? I need to know.
Yeah, just drop it in the barber
Right?
side.
Do you have to brush it? Do you brush it like once a week or so? Make sure there's no plaque on it. Like,
Little dentine.
who takes care of these blades? I need to know. I need answers from the
They're fairly inexpensive, so they were replaced often.
Yeah.
daily. I mean, I would assume.
Yeah.
New one every
It's like
day.
a pack of toothpicks.
Yeah.
Instead of toothpicks,
There's
you know,
like
you buy
1,000 toothpicks that come in one of those little boxes. There's no way.
There's a shit
razor
ton
blades-
of blades that come in one little box. They're not expensive.
We got blades wholesale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're Puerto Rican,
You
you,
have
get a
to.
discount.
They're automatically shipped to every household.
You just went to the wig shop. Stacks of blades.
Yeah. You go to the Botanica.
There you go.
Yeah. There's a lot of, candles.
Now
and
you're gonna
little
have to explain what the
statues
botanica is today.
and blades.
Do you
It's
know
like
what
a
a botanica
Hispanic,
is?
a Hispanic bodega.
No, not even close.
Hispanic
I have no idea.
Bodega
No idea.
is a
bodega.
Okay, do tell. Do tell.
Botanica is. I always like to think of it's kind of like
He's trying to rationalize a botanica.
no. I'm not rationalizing anything. What I think we've talked about it before, where it's kind of like voodoo, but like for Hispanics,
It's
in
a
a way.
spiritual shop.
Correct. I'm talking about
there are
more
many,
of
there are
the-
many
the-
religions involved, from Catholicism to voodoo, and everything in between. But
and they sell a little bit of everything for everyone.
everything.
Anytime I've ever gone in there was because of some voodoo type shit.
Santeria.
Somebody did
Some
voodoo
Puerto
on
Rican
you.
voodoo type
Yeah,
shit.
somebody did voodoo on you. You need beads or some palo santo or
Yeah. That's where you would go to cop that.
Okay.
You only see
That's
them
the
in the
spot.
hood, though. You only see them in Clinton
and
Avenue.
then you get the G'd up saints on
Yeah.
the candles.
I've seen those before.
Well, they sell
for
them at
sure.
Tops now.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's where you used to
Yes.
have to go to.
Now you just go to Tops. Not
I remember
Wegmans
the-
though. They
Nah,
got
but
them at Wegmans?
they don't put the little stuff on
Mm.
the inside that make it pop and flicker, and they don't put your hands on it and make you
It crackles.
It
crackles.
Say
Oh,
they
yeah.
say the little prayer, bless it for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Word.
some
They do it at Tops.
They do it. Not Wegmans though.
they do that at Tops,
Tops,
yeah.
Tops and Aldi's.
But only
That's
in
it.
Clinton. You remember how only in the hood you get the two for $2
Yeah, the
$2 at Burger
2.22,
King?
yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yep.
Well, the same thing. Only at Tops on Clinton Avenue, you get the Botanica treatment.
They cater to their audience. They know.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Super Duper.
Or Super Duper. Wow, yeah, Super Duper.
Super duper throwback.
Word.
Dave's like, super
grandfather
what?
loved going there.
I'm just going along with it.
That sounds like just a hood ass grocery store.
No,
That's
it was
exactly
right.
what it
bigger
was.
than
That's
that.
exactly what it was.
It was.
It was, but it was bigger. It was like a smaller version of like
No,
a
it was
Tops.
a grocery store.
Yeah,
It was.
grocery
It was a
store.
regular.
But a
grocery
hood is a
store.
fuck. It was a hood ass grocery store. Because it's not like
It was
a
nice.
convenience store. It was a full on grocery store.
If there's
Just
produce,
on
it's a
fucking
grocery
Hudson
store.
Avenue.
Definitely produce. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Hudson Ave. I used to go there all the time with my grandfather.
That was a spot, yo.
My girl grew up right
So
next
you
door.
ran into everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Like
Yep.
women
My brother
got
worked
dressed
there.
up to go to Super Duper.
Nice.
I remember my brother always told me he had his first beer working at Super Duper when they just shut down the store, and it was like, yo, you want a beer? And then they just cracked open beers from the fridge section.
Nice.
Was it a beer where they drinking Malta and pretending it's beer?
No, he was 18, so I'm pretty sure it was real beer. I don't think it was 21 at the time yet.
Funny you're talking about how your brother had his first job. Around 16 was about the time where I found out people have jobs. So that's awesome.
My son's 18. Can we teach him?
Yeah.
I don't think he knows.
Oh, I didn't say I got a job. I said that I found out people have
Oh,
jobs.
that sucks. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't want to
Right.
do that. I always thought, because family and stuff. I always thought that money just
People
appeared.
people just hang
Well,
out.
in
all the
Everybody,
time and there's
everybody
money.
was just hanging out.
In our family, it did just appear.
Yeah, it just appeared.
Right.
They
It came out of
to
nowhere.
you.
Yeah, it's just like, wait,
They came
why,
to us
why
with
do I,
money.
Why do I have to go somewhere for 8 hours a day in order
Right.
to get this little ass amount of pay?
When this guy keeps dropping stacks off to my dad.
Pretty much. Yeah,
Where's my
I don't know.
stacks?
I didn't get any of those stacks.
Should have gotten
It
some of
it never came. And then I found out that I guess it was a job. But anyway, that's a different story for another time.
Could have been talking to a very different walk right now.
You could have been, but that I found that out a long time ago. That's not the kind of job that I want. The trade-off just isn't right there.
Right.
Instead, he illegally downloaded from LimeWire.
Yeah, I
Less violence.
mean, yeah, I guess.
I
didn't give a
guess you
fuck
could say
about
it's
that.
illegally.
Still
The
hustling.
statute of
contraband.
contraband.
Used to warn me
limitations
all
has
the time.
passed on LimeWire.
My mom used to warn me all the time. She's like, "Don't do that. They're gonna come for you. The government. It's got the FBI." I'm like,
Please.
I just downloaded the new Ja Rule. I don't think they're coming for me.
I grew up where my dad had the double VCR, and all we would do is rent the movie, and then we would go to Blockbuster, rent the movie, buy the blank tapes there, have the same amount of blank tapes that we had for the movies that we were renting, and then we would return within 24 hours. We're like, yep, I've seen all 5 of those. Let me get 5 more.
That's wild that they sold blank tapes at Blockbuster.
I mean,
They're
they knew what
please,
it was.
fuck us. They were making money off. They were profiting off of it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. They knew what the fuck
all my
was going on.
videos at home,
And they still went under.
So you were the guy that always, when I would go get the video, was always empty because
always
you were the one that took it.
bro. I remember vividly. Those are some of my good memories. Just like going there, and then you'll look at the drop off on the floor first. You'll go to see if the movie was there, and then you'll look again, and if it happened to have fallen, be like, "Oh, excuse me, okay, I want that's the one that I want." Like those are good memories.
Yeah. When it was Walkbuster, hell yeah. They all knew Walk by
it was
name.
lit.
Walk would walk in and they were like, hey, what's up, Walk? What's going on? Yeah, we got some new. They would hold shit for Walk on the side.
Yo, my first job was Video King.
Ooh,
damn.
And we had
Video
the porn
King.
section.
Nice.
And it was funny when the people, like stand-up citizens in the town that shouldn't be seeing
Sneak
porn
their way. They just, like,
would come
looking
to
at-
the front, and then they'd see me and recognize me, and they're like, I found this on the floor over there. You should hide it. I saw you open the curtain, master.
like you went in there. You went in there. It's fine.
What's back here?
I just want to see.
Can I give you a?
I
Let's
thought
just
this was
take
the
a look.
ice cream section.
Is there bonbons back here?
I got hired there. I went for an interview. They were like, "Nah, you're 16 and you're stupid." And then I went outside, and somebody locked their keys in their car, and the cop didn't know how to jimmy it open. And I went over, and I was like, "Can I help you?" He was like, "Yeah." So I jimmied it open. He goes, "You did that really fast." I'm like, "Yeah." I walked away. And then the manager called me. She was like, "Did you help that police?" Yeah, I got home. She's like, "Did you help that police?" Yeah. She goes, "Why don't you start Monday?" And I was like,
Nice.
"Oh, yeah.
Nice.
See, stealing cars came in handy."
I would have just turned to him and said, "I'm Puerto Rican," then walked away, and then that's it. Just kept going.
It was an around the quit. I'm
Spit
not
your
giving
blade
up.
out?
Yeah, no, you
I'm
don't
not
wanna
giving.
do
I
that.
look white enough. I can get away with
Yeah,
it.
okay,
Right.
no, that's fair.
Don't give it up.
Yeah.
Don't give it up. Don't let them know.
No.
That was
Don't let
the
'em
rule
know.
back then.
Don't let
Yo.
'em know.
You don't go into around the court.
No.
That
Oh, hell
was the
no.
rule back then.
Yeah. I used to
I was
monitor.
allowed to because I look like a white boy, but
I mean, I look pretty white too, but still, I would monitor the, for those not familiar with Rochester, one thing that I learned very early was the city street signs are blue, and as soon as they turn to green, you are no longer within the city limits, and you need to turn your ass right the fuck around.
right around.
Yep. Not. You know what? I never understood.
It was the opposite for me when I was growing up. When I saw that other sign, said, I'm turning the fuck
saw the
around.
blue
I'm going
ones.
back.
Uh-oh,
I'm
time
like,
to
yo,
go
I
back.
heard they got blades in their mouth out here, son. I'm not fucking around with none of that. Blood in, blood out just came out, son. I'm not fucking playing.
Oh man. Yeah. You don't fuck around with that. And the one thing I never understood either is like, as fearful as they are, the cops, hood dudes would always do everything to their fucking car that would get you
Word.
pulled over by the cops, and then try to
That
play
I
that
never
game.
understood. Yeah.
I never understood that shit. Let me get the darkest fucking tint that I could. Let me get the loudest fucking muffler. I'm gonna put a full system in there, play it, blast it.
Dropping an
415s.
inch from the ground.
Did I tell the story on the podcast at the time when I got arrested because my boy picked me up from my house? We drove down the street. He's blasting his system in a car with full on fucking tints, dropped to the fucking floor. And we get pulled over because, of everything that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
We get pulled over and he goes, "Yo, I don't have a license." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "What?" Well, fuck, then you're fucked. Like whatever. They're gonna let me go. I got an ounce of weed in my in the mid console. I'm like, "What the fuck, bro?" That's okay. Blah blah blah. And then we get out of the car. They're searching the car because now they can.
Of course. Yeah.
And as we're standing there, he goes, "Run." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "What? Run." It's like, "Bitch, I'm like 300 pounds. Where the fuck am I
Where
running?"
am I running?
I got a pound of weed in the trunk. What the fuck?
Oh, pounds was
Yeah,
bad.
that progressed really fast.
Right?
Anyway, I got arrested. I got arrested for that because where the fuck was my fat ass running?
I got 2
Nowhere.
AKs in the trunk.
Yeah, it's like
There's a body back there too, dog. He just keeps
a
getting
body
worse
and
as
3
it goes on.
bombs.
Like, yeah. And some anthrax and a
It's like
9/11
I
plane.
stole the
It's like I'm
U.S.
fat now.
Constitution.
it's like I'm fat now, but at least I hit the gym regularly. I could probably if you know, like I probably still won't make it, but I have more of a chance now. Back then, I was younger and I had zero fucking muscle, like nothing. No wind.
I'm not.
My knees
outrunning
used to
no
pop out
cops.
all the fucking time. I'm not running out. That shit was horrible. It was the worst experience ever. It's like if I get to a fucking fuck a fence, if I get to any obstruction in the
Yeah.
sidewalk,
You're just
I'm
stopping.
fucked.
You're just
So,
like, all right, I give. You just throw your hands up. Like, I'm done. I'm done. You got me, you fast motherfuckers. You got me.
Fast motherfucker.
The fastest man alive.
It's like, really, sir? You couldn't jump over the fucking big wheel? It's like, no. It's
You couldn't hop up
You
on
could've
the
Got
curb.
on the big wheel and rode it away.
you caught me.
Right.
be
The
happy
curb.
with
He
that.
runs up to the curb. He's like, no, I can't do it. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Whew. He's got yellow cake uranium under the seat. You know that, right? That's what I would have said.
You should get that guy over there. Oh man. All right. Let's never
met him before
Let's
in my
finally
life.
get into these.
All right, we're gonna go in hard on the first one.
Oh shit!
Hard is.
I don't know what that means, but
Oh, you'll know what it means.
Sounds great.
Would you rather have one giant dick for an arm, or all your fingers be dicks?
I'd rather have a giant dick for an arm.
And that's what you
Oh,
do
that
all
was,
your fucking.
there
with?
was no thought
Yeah.
process behind that. You just
You
went
just-
He
all
went, he
in.
went
Just
right
nope.
to the giant.
I don't
Yeah.
want dick fingers.
I don't want dick fingers. No.
Okay, but a
Because-
dick arm, like you get
Well, at least like with
can't
it.
wear
You get no
pullovers no more.
fingers on
So-
that arm.
You said it's one arm. So
one
pretty
arm,
much, I no longer have that arm. I'm good. But with dick fingers, it's like
Yeah.
you have the facade of being able to do these things, but they're flaccid dicks. What, do I gotta jerk each one off?
Are they
just,
flaccid dicks though? Or?
I mean, that's my assumption.
I assume they could
if
get
you
hard.
wiggle
if you
your
get
hand
hard,
enough,
if
then
you
they're,
get
you
hard,
know.
you
gotta-
just keep clapping them together. That's what they get hard eventually if you're smacking them together. Like just that friction.
Do
I
a
feel
little
like
stimulation.
some coconut oil
I'd
on there,
probably
and
wear
then
a
you're
glove.
just smacking them.
I'd probably wear a glove on it at all times, but still, it's just like people are gonna look at it because it's just like limp fucking fingers, and then every
oh,
time
what are
it's
those?
like, sir, can you hold out your right hand, or can you grab this for me? And it's just like,
Sure.
All right,
Hold on.
suck
And
my
it looks like
finger
you're
real
cranking
quick?
your
Yeah,
shit. Like you
like-
turn to the side.
I'm trying to get my fingers hard. Do you mind? And then
I think you
do
get
what
good
gotta
at using
do.
your palms though. You're just like, and then you got the dicks just like collapsing around your palms because
Yeah.
they're probably going to be limp most of the time. I mean,
Most
you're
of the time, yeah.
walking
Bouquet
around with
of
a hard dick.
penises.
Right.
I'm trying to think. If you have dick fingers, does that mean like you just don't have a dick then, or are they in tandem? Like when your dick gets hard, your finger dicks get hard.
That's a great question that will never be answered. No.
I'm gonna write to Barstool. And be like, so about this dick question,
Yeah.
like, would you jerk off your actual dick with your dick fingers?
Is that gay?
Nah, not
that
even
gay?
close.
So
They're all your dicks. They're all
they're
your dicks.
all your dicks, and that's
Yeah.
per his logic before,
Fair.
it's just as gay as jerking off.
Yeah.
So
if,
now
if they're your dicks, it can't be gay.
It can't be gay.
that's another thing. You're gonna jerk off your dick with your other dicks. Mm-hmm.
Then it's just a dick-
fucking weird
dick
'em on
fest.
weird 'em. Huh?
Then it's just a dick
Yeah.
fest. That's a little sword
it's-
fight.
yeah.
I'm
action.
going for the fingers.
You're going for fingers?
Do you know how popular you would be?
I
I
mean,
mean, you could have a porn career for
I'm just
sure.
like, "Kapah!"
that's
all
true.
these ladies getting pleasured simultaneously with
See,
your.
this doesn't go for you because it doesn't matter to you.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
so you're eating. right? You get your hands
I love
dirty.
eating off I'm eating popcorn, just a bowl of popcorn with
Yeah,
my mushy dick fingers, and
Yep.
I'm shoveling popcorn into my face.
Yeah, exactly.
Orville
Especially
Redenbacher.
if they're all uncircumcised on your fingers.
They're all. I'm not having that. If they weren't
they have
circumcised
to.
when I was born, then I'm not getting them circumcised.
I mean, but you have to because now you have smegma all over all of your food.
no, I peel them back. I clean them once
Just
a day.
clean
I
that
peel
shit off.
all the finger dicks back. Yeah, for sure. I stay clean in the
Yeah,
shower.
that's how you wash
it's part
your
of my
hands.
shower routine. Yeah.
Is that like 11 bar mitzvahs?
Yeah, something like that.
That's a good point. These rabbis would be making a killing on all those bris
I mean, they already are.
times 10.
Times 10, yeah.
Or a massive
Charged
if you go
by the
dick arm.
penis.
If you have an uncircumcised dick arm, imagine
Yeah.
how much foreskin you have. It's like a fucking glove, bro. Like you're wearing a hoodie sleeve that's like an XL too large, bro,
But
and
see,
you just pull
They're
that shit
coming in
back.
there with loppers.
But see, it's just one thing. I would probably wear it the same way you would, like, you know, like
sling?
put it in a sling, and it's just
Yeah, but
there.
what happens when you get hard in a sling?
I mean, it's still
Then it goes
gonna be.
it just fucking shoots out to the side and kills somebody.
Walk
probably.
around like this under
You
your
turn
shirt.
into the Winter
You're
Soldier. Who
walking
gives a
around
fuck?
like this. Just clotheslining everybody with your
Rocket
hard.
raccoons walking around with your dick now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I still say dick arm because it says dick arm. So it's one. You just have one arm and now you're a lefty or whatever. Or you just use that one arm. But dick fingers sounds like it's all your fingers, and that's you're
What if
way
you have
more
to
limited.
Pee? What if you have
with
to pee out of the dick arm?
What if
Like
you
you're
have
at
to
the
pee out of
urinal,
it?
just
works
like
that way.
More convenient.
Yeah.
that? Yeah, actually. Yeah.
You,
You
just
wash
whip
your
it
hand-
out you can drive and
hand
just
your dick
like,
in the
whip
sink.
it right out the
and
window.
just piss
Word.
out the window. Imagine the loads you would shoot out of a dick arm. Just because your pee hole would have to be crazy big, right?
Yeah. I'd
Like
be,
a $50 size pee hole.
I'd be like Mega Man, just like fighting
Right.
your shit off all the fucking time. Yeah, Metroid over
No
here.
one's gonna
Metroid.
want to fight you though.
Nah, son.
I mean, that's one way not to fight.
Right.
Whip out a dick arm. They're like, we're good.
Word. Peel that shit back.
I'd be tempted to
Be
just
like,
reach over and be like, what you doing over here? Quit playing. You play too much.
That would be
I just
crazy.
brush up against it on accident. I'm like, oh, sorry.
It'd be real hard to avoid sexual harassment.
Oh, it'd be hard, all right.
it moved. It moved. I saw it.
That would be crazy if it's a fully functioning unit.
Yeah.
And
You got balls in your armpit. So you're wearing a tank top and just your balls are hanging over the side of the tank top. Fuck all that, bro. I gotta go dick fingers. I'm because I would find
can
some
hide
hard finger gloves or something. I don't know. I would make it
you would
work.
hide it.
Some
You would
like
hide it.
riding gloves and the fingers are solid.
I just
on 'em.
figure the one
Right.
arm I can really
No,
hide
you
that.
could go like fucking Harrison Ford and
I'd
fugitive
expose
style.
it every
like
time I am
yeah.
about to get into a fight though. I would expose it. So like
Like what? And just start smacking their face with it. Just like an elephant trunk, son, just bashing your shit up.
Now
You
we're
can
back
knock
to
someone out.
Now we're back to life without shame.
yeah, exactly. the way the world is so fucking homophobic, they
Yeah.
would see this gigantic dick coming at them, and they would want nothing to do with it.
Not my
Yo,
friends.
if you're in the hood,
Not
you're
your
about to
friends,
get
of course.
jumped.
my friends would run towards you.
Right.
You'd be very popular.
They'd be like, "Yo, what's Juac doing today?
Like,
Is
where's
he
your
free?"
cousin? Yo, you gonna bring your cousin over?
I don't know.
Stop calling me, bro.
I don't know
Stop
what
calling
it
me.
is
Tell
about
them all I'm. No, it's
Yo, Juan,
not happening.
Did you burn that new DMX? My boy's gonna go get it. No, hand it with the other arm.
It's tucked in the skin. It's tucked in the skin. He's got to pull it out.
Yeah, he just pull it back.
You
He
know
does
how
the
to like
CD, he pisses
wiggle
through the CD hole.
the opening, and that becomes your holder.
Oh man. Honestly, that would be a great place to just like stash weed and all kinds of shit.
Oh, shit.
Just put it all in the foreskin.
See, if you would have got pulled over with a dick arm, they'd have never checked.
Right.
That'd have been
So
so
a whole
shocked.
pound in your foreskin.
But like, sir, can you open up your jacket? It's like, sure. And then just
Flop it out.
Flop it out.
No,
wanna check?
you tuck your license in there, and then you just fucking extend it out.
Oh, that would be great.
You gotta flop it though. Like they get
Yeah,
they
you
got
gotta-
visceral.
you gotta-
Just
Yeah.
poof.
Yeah.
Toss
But
it on
don't
the
dent
table.
your car.
Sir, do you have an elephant trunk for an arm? Oh, no, I don't. Pull it back.
Pull it out.
It's like, oh, okay. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like, does that thing come?
We've seen enough.
There's gonna be so many.
You want to
questions.
find
You want to
out?
find out? You want to try it? Only way to
They're
find
gonna
out,
love
big
you
boy.
in prison.
Yeah. I've always wanted to get smacked by a dick.
Well, you gotta put the cuffs on you too.
Oh,
Oh, that one you can just slip
You
right
just
out.
slide right out. You can't even
right
cuff a dick arm. Can you?
No, probably not.
Unless you
unless
got
you
like a-
pierce the skin and go through
Unless you put
it.
it real tight on the foreskin.
You can have a Prince Albert from freaking Hancock.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Get a Prince
I'll do
Albert.
that. You just put a cock ring around the base of your arm, like your shoulder, in between the balls and the actual arm dick.
Sir, why is your arm vibrating?
Oh, that's just my cock ring.
It's just my enormous cock ring.
Johnny,
My
finger dicks or
shoulder
arm?
ring. I gotta go dick arm. The finger
Dick
dicks.
arm,
just-
okay.
The finger dicks remind me of, I think of Everything Everywhere All at Once, where they had the hot dog.
The hot dog fingers. Yeah.
That was too much.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't,
fair. That's
can't
fair.
possibly
Yeah, that was
think
a
of that
lot.
being life.
They had to learn to do everything with their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yes, that is true, and they did well for that. That it was like a whole segment where they were doing everything with their feet. Right? They were playing piano and shit, and loving on each other.
I don't.
I don't want that life.
I can
though.
deal with
I don't
one
want
arm.
that life.
I don't want to live that way.
I can deal with one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, how would you unzip with dick fingers?
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that question for a different pod, my friend. I don't have a good answer for that.
You would forever wear sweatpants and shit.
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
like
Just use my fucking palm to push.
all you really got to do is like fit one finger in and slide it down, and then
I just get my whole nub in there and push it down and fucking Yep. That's
No.
it. That's my life.
It's now or never.
oh my god.
What was your final?
You were fingers, right?
You went fingers or arm?
Fingers, but I'm leaning towards arm now.
Yeah.
Don't let these dick arms fucking talk you
know.
into that bullshit.
I zipped it once, so I don't want 11 chances of that. Yeah, that's true.
You're constantly
yeah, no
in
more.
fear
No,
of
there's
the-
no more zippers. There's no. You got dick fingers. You're in
Are
sweats.
all of
Sweats,
those
yeah.
fingers that as sensitive as your current dick?
Are there gray sweats for your hands?
I mean, it's gonna be tough
mean,
to
you
button
can
your
make 'em.
button your jeans with a dick arm.
That's true.
You know, you can do it. It's not impossible, but like you're gonna have to get real good at it pretty quick.
That is true though. You just make gloves
Straight
out of
jogger
gray
life,
sweatpants.
bro.
Walking around, the gray sweat gloves on.
The sweat gloves. I like that.
Oh man. All right.
what do we got now?
What's next? Fucking dick arm.
Would you rather have a flock of geese swarm you every time you fart, or never use a phone or computer ever again?
Fuck.
So like you could be in the crib and you rip ass. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're fucking swarming your ass because that's how it goes.
Never use a what?
A phone or computer ever again.
I know. Like, what the-
I mean, I lived
fuck, I can't
without
even-
a phone and a computer before.
That's true.
I
And
can
it's-
live without the social media aspect of it and like all the other things that
But
come
even like
from a
the
phone. But,
actual
like,
necessities, the
yeah,
calls,
just making
the-
phone
yeah.
calls and shit. Like,
How do I call 911?
I can't use my rotary phone with my dick fingers.
no, that's true.
I mean, yeah, if you have a dick arm, you could use one.
Wait, it's
Yeah,
hand,
it's
but
just a
that's
bigger one.
like not cell phone, but any phone.
I mean, it just says phone. So I'm assuming
tough.
track
Anything,
phones.
yeah.
Next though,
Yeah, your next
Flock of
toes.
geese.
a whole flock.
A whole flock of geese. Fuck.
It's like 500.
And geese are mean, bro. They got teeth. They got
They
like, they're
shit
not.
everywhere, so every time you fart, you gotta clean up all the
100%.
shit.
Shit in your
Yeah.
crib. Geese shits. They're like look like little tiny logs on the ground too. If you ever been like
green,
at the
sloppy
beach or the
logs.
park and you seen geese shit, It's not good.
Yeah, they get crazy.
Oh
This
my
is a tough one.
A flock of geese is anywhere from 30 to 100 birds.
In the crib. So you're just like, you're rocking your
30
girl to sleep, and then you just rip a little ass, and all of a sudden you're fighting off 30 to 100 geese in the
Every
crib.
time you're on the toilet.
It's gotta be phone computer, right? Like you have to make do somehow. You can't fight
Unless
30.
they like outside the door and they're just like banging on the fucking windows and shit.
Like even that. What if they break a window and they just all fucking rush in, bro?
Yeah,
and
then
like just the
eventually they'll-
terror of that every time.
You ever see the movie Birds?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
That's some scary shit.
Yeah, it is some.
You're
scary
right.
shit.
Just for ripping ass, just a little. Even if it's silent, they know they're there, dog. They're psst, the psst.
No,
in your
I rip
sleep.
ass
You're
way too
sleeping and
many
you rip
times.
ass. Oh
Yeah.
my god! You know those half asleep farts in the
Fuck.
morning. You're just like
Johnny would have to
just
give up
done.
all dairy, like all
Oh,
dairy.
man.
Yeah, it's not
All
even.
forms. Nothing
Yeah.
even close. I just live a vegan lifestyle. Fuck it.
that's what I'm
Pretty much.
again.
Pretty much. No protein at all, ever.
Yep.
Oh, shit. That would be.
I mean, it's okay. So based
yeah,
on the
so-
viciousness of a flock of geese, right? We're all going.
I would have to
Phone
go with no phone computer.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with the geese.
Oh nah, that's
One
would just
one
have
or
to
two
ha- I-
geese, but a
right.
flock.
A flock, even like 10.
Or-
That's a lot of geese. Are big.
I don't know. I could get pretty.
What?
Eventually, I could get pretty skilled with a shotgun, and then we just got dinner.
And
for
just
like,
start blasting. But
Yeah.
you can't start blasting a shotgun off in the crib near the fam. Like you're just chilling, and what are you gonna do?
I mean,
I
outside
thought
the
the same
window,
thing.
yeah.
So you'd run outside to fart every time and just be ready for him. Like here we
Just
go.
ready.
Have the shotgun cocked and ready to go, and then you just.
I'd move to a place.
Duck hunt every time you fart.
Yeah, I think I'd just live at the lake house permanently because that's the only thing. And they typically, I mean, I've seen these hunters out there when they're shooting geese. They don't stick around too often. Like you start popping off those shotties. I've literally seen I guess a flock, like a V shape of geese or whatever, like start flying towards the sections where they usually chill. Notice that there's hunters and like some fucking fake tree trunk thing in the water, and they just do a straight up U-turn and just go the opposite direction.
They're like, nah.
They're like,
yeah, but you have
them-
to, for the
them
sake of
dudes
the
is fine.
question, that's not how that's gonna play
You gotta
out.
take into account
not-
the sleep farts too.
Yeah,
Like
because that would be easy. It's just like you don't even need a real gun. You just need like a flare gun, something to fucking scare them off. Like, no, you're getting attacked.
Yeah,
These
they're
are
gonna
zombie
attack me.
geese.
They're gonna get bucked, and eventually they're gonna turn around.
They will never learn. They'll always.
They'll
come
never
back.
learn.
It's
They'll
new
never
geese
learn.
every time.
It'll happen
Different
every
geese
time.
every time.
Yeah,
that
it'll
batch,
happen every time.
They'll know.
But like I said, we're gonna eat buckshot geese for dinner.
Nah, I would have to stay. No phone, no computer. I just have to
Start
have
writing
somebody.
my family letters.
I wouldn't know.
I would have to just have
I mean,
my
somebody
girl.
else could have a phone on the computer.
My girl,
my
yeah.
whole
I'll
life.
just be like, babe, you gotta get way better.
Imagine
with
how
your-
much more like productive we would be without a phone or a computer fucking around. Like we would have to find stuff to do to occupy.
You're gonna have to
Our
ask,
time.
You're gonna have to ask someone else to put on Pornhub for you.
That's true.
Oh fuck yeah!
Exactly.
I can still right. That
Shit, that might be worth fighting.
No Pornhub.
Skip.
Come
Skip.
on.
I think I could maybe take a couple like
You're gonna
gun
be popping
classes and learn.
VHS tapes back in the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're talking.
You still have TV.
Didn't say nothing about
You
DVDs.
going back to Show World and shit?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Porno magazines. I'll bring the Hustlers and
You're
the
in the back room
Penthouses
of
back.
Video King again.
Hollywood Video.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Good call. Yeah.
He would.
Fuck them computers and phones. I
What's
don't
up,
need
Dave?
Pornhub.
As you walk in, what's up, babe?
Okay, John.
Swinging the curtain open, just leaving it open.
Yeah. He's
Right.
here three.
Swing it open with my dick arm. I'm like, it's go time, bitch.
You know, 3 to 5 times a day.
You know it's about to go down. Get ready to clean this fucking this little room.
Oh, he knows. He's like, they put their head down when I walk in. They're like, fuck.
I wonder if they still have like.
That's the guy with no computer.
Those the sex theaters and shit and like the little booths.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Show World has the booth still.
Show
The
World still
booths?
has booths.
Yeah, that's
100%.
a
Oh, wow.
hookup thing.
I still
Wait, like
see
there's
them.
chicks dancing inside? Like,
No. Like there's
Oh.
videos and then.
Oh,
you put
okay.
photos.
Oh yeah, not the dancing girls. I don't think that's
yeah.
the thing.
I was thinking like
But
boondock
the
scenes.
videos-
Like those
They have,
chicks
they have
dancing.
those in
and-
Amsterdam still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be tight. I feel like I would fuck with
I was
would
thinking
fuck with
because,
one
like,
of
you know
them.
how back in the day, fucking Pee Wee Herman was caught in a fucking
Yeah.
sex theater jerking
Yeah.
off and shit.
Wasn't that
Porno
what the
theater.
theater in Monroe was?
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
what it was.
There was
Show
what
World.
Lyle and Mount Reed. Lyle and Mount Reed, that little plaza there had like a porn theater back in the day in it. I remember that when I was
Yeah.
a kid.
The one the Show World or what used to be Show World on Monroe was like a straight up theater.
The
And then
one
now it's
across
just
the street from
from Gitsy's.
Gitsy's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That used to be a
Never
porn
knew that.
theater. And then
makes sense.
eventually just
It
turned
makes a
into
lot
a
of sense.
store.
That's a really awkward like scenario.
Yeah.
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 Nobody wins. Not the theater, not the dudes, not the people that got to clean the theater. Nobody wins there.
No.
But imagine being at a theater, right? You're all there for the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Pee Wee Herman was no different. He was at this theater jerking off like the rest of you fucking degenerates. And of course, but you know, he
Yeah, it's
gets
just because
Because
he
he's
was
Pee Wee Herman, yeah.
that's true. Yeah, he had a kids show and all that shit. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the face of Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse.
Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yep.
Who would have thought Pee Wee Herman would be like the most innocent person to come out of the 80s and 90s?
That's true.
I don't really think, yeah.
Like, that's the worst thing he did.
He's jerking off.
He was jerking off at a porn theater.
And still made a comeback because I loved him in Blow.
yeah.
That was great.
Could still act.
That's true.
He was in Matilda. That was after. Very random. Very random.
It took a little bit.
yeah.
He just
It
had to
did.
disappear for a
It
little
did.
while.
Yep.
Paul
That was it.
Rubio.
Let it
That's
blow
his name?
over. Yeah.
Paul Rubens, yeah.
Paul Rubens. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And he still. Oh no, I was gonna say he still looks good, but the last Pee Wee's Playhouse, they de-aged him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Give
Because
him
he
the
came out with
Irishman
one
treatment?
within the last like 5 years or something, and I was like, damn, this dude still looks good. Like, you know, he looks exactly like he
They
did
came
back
out with a
and
new
then
Pee Wee movie.
My
Yeah,
man
within the
watched
last
it.
5 years. I didn't.
I didn't even hear about
I didn't
this.
watch
How
it.
did you find out about
It was on
What?
Netflix. It came out. It was a straight to Netflix thing.
That's
but
wild.
and I'd never seen it.
Your
but the
algorithm
trailer,
is strange.
the trailer came up, and I'm like, yo, he still looks fucking young. Like, he still looked good. And then it came out afterward that they de-aged him.
D.H.
Oh,
Harrison
for-
Ford and Pee Wee Herman.
And Pee
Pee-wee's
Wee Herman.
Big Holiday.
Yeah,
Did I
he
see
was.
this? I must
Holiday.
have watched this.
Why would you have
seen
watched that?
Because it's fucking Pee Wee Herman.
Fucking Pee Wee
What was the
Herman.
movie with De Niro and all of them that they aged him?
The Irishman.
Irishman.
They should have put Pee Wee in that one.
They should have. They
It'd
fucking
probably
should have.
been
It would have
better.
been great. Would have been fucking amazing
No, I definitely did not see
with
this.
Paul Rubens. Definitely not what?
Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer. I definitely did not see this.
No.
No one saw it. That's all right.
Oh, this wasn't like when Joe Manganiello was like popular. I can't believe they de-aged him this whole movie. That's wild.
Right? He looked like, if you didn't know that, you'd be like, yo, he fucking looks great.
That couldn't have been cheap.
I'm going to say if they de-aged him, it was with makeup and not CGI. I don't think he was worth spending the money on CGI de-aging for an entire movie.
Especially 5 years ago.
That
Yeah.
was
When did that drop?
2016.
18?
2016.
2016. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like now you'll do it on TikTok, or something.
Exactly.
That was a lot of
Filters.
money.
Anybody could de-age themselves.
Yeah. All right. What's the last question there, buddy?
Last question. Would you stop masturbating if whoever you were masturbating to knew you were doing it?
I think we've had this question before.
Oh, yeah.
And
No, I think we early on.
Very early on.
Very,
Yeah.
very early on.
If they knew that I was masturbating to them,
Yes.
I mean, y'all don't do that now.
I mean, they know.
yeah, they don't know.
I just send them messages every time.
I tell them. I show them. I'm like, look what I'm doing.
Just a text.
Are you mad? Do you like this? Should I keep going?
Should I keep yeah, I would still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a power move. It's like I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not causing any harm, right? I'm not sending text messages. I'm not harassing them. I'm not doing anything. Just naturally, you just know that this is happening.
I feel like they get alerted somehow. Like they get a text message. Like, Walk's thinking about you and cranking one out right now.
You know what? If I'm cognizant of this, if I know this, right?
Yeah.
Then I would strategically do it. Then, and you know, obviously most of the time it would be exactly what it is, right? You're jerking off to fucking porn stars where their list is massive.
Oh yeah, they're not even checking.
They're not even checking for that.
They can't. It's like Kim Kardashian's Instagram. You can't keep up with all those alerts.
Right. But if it and knowing this, I would refrain from doing that. But you know, periodically,
I was like, if they pop into your head, bro, like what?
No, but periodically, I think it would be more of a power move where it's just like, yo, I think that her knowing this would cause for her to talk to me, and then I would purposefully do that.
She's like, oh, I saw you were thinking about me, and you were like, that's
and
like
then
an
if
opener.
I get a text, if I get a DM or some shit, you know, then it's like score. If not, you have one chick.
No,
that's
you get a
just gonna be
fucking
like, oh,
block
that's
warning
strange.
is what you're gonna get.
Oh shit! A fucking.
I'm not DMing. I'm not DMing anybody. I'm not harassing anybody.
I'm only
No, for
masturbating
sure.
now to like my kindergarten
Right.
teacher. She's 70. She's not on the internet anymore.
She gets a letter in the mail.
It's too late.
Not another.
You're
one,
done. You're
Orlando.
done. She's
I
got a
love you,
whole
Miss Yinger.
stack in her kitchen. Charles, we got another one.
Miss Yinger and Miss Avila are gonna just be really awkward conversations with their husband.
I
The
think I had
mailman
Miss
shows up
Avila.
with a big sack over his shoulder. He's like, son of a bitch, this lady.
Miss Avila sounds familiar. I think I had Miss Avila.
Are you, number 9.
Oh, you'd
Yeah.
remember if you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
You'd be cranking it right now.
She's
said
getting,
I'm done?
she's getting a letter tonight.
She just got one.
She just and another. But I mean,
I would treat it as a power move. I strategically, because you can refrain yourself
Power
from
move. That's so funny.
jerking off to somebody's, you know, to somebody.
yeah, but what if
specific.
if they pop in? Like you get pop-ins all the time, whether you're jerking off, whether you're having sex, like you can't control like what just like all of a sudden like. Let's say, you know, your mom texts you while you're spinning. You happen to see your phone down. So you think about your mom and then she's getting an alert like, yo, Juac is fucking jerking off thinking about you. And then you're like, what? I'm saying though, like we've all seen our phone go off while we're doing it. We look over like, who's that? It's not important. Keep going. Do your thing. Like shit like that. Shit that happens.
That doesn't mean I'm
It's not
jerking off
ideal.
to my-
It's not ideal. It doesn't mean you are, but you were jerking off and thought
So
about
you're
your
jerking
mom,
off.
How long?
hence sending
Didn't
the
text
alert.
me.
Yeah, but
You get
it said
alert
jerking off
thinking I'm
to
thinking,
the person.
yeah, that's not. I don't know about that.
I think that's too. That's a little too. Yeah,
I mean, do you want to chance it though?
I'm not.
You sure?
I would chance it.
Chance it. Just like the blueberry mac and cheese. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
chance it.
give it a shot, and if it's
I'm a
good,
risk
then
taker.
okay.
You are
risk
definitely a risk taker.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would master my mind.
I mean, I wouldn't stop
you
either.
that.
Just,
I don't think any of us could stop. But
I mean, you would have to be more careful about like people that you know. Like,
Yeah. Second, I think about anything other than what's in front of me is just stop.
ooh, see.
so you know how they say like think about like baseball or whatever. So you
Oh, and then you start thinking about
Aaron
Tom.
Judge is gonna get a
Aaron
lot of
Ju-
letters from me.
So yep. He's like, who is Dave Andrew, and why does he keep 17 times today?
No, it's like Back to the Future Part 2, where just random faxes go off in their house
Right.
with your picture in that moment. Like,
It's like an alert.
yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna get really awkward for some of my friends.
done.
Yeah, see?
Isn't it
This
wild
guy,
that
he'd
Back
just
to the
be
Future
all over.
really thought that the fax machine was gonna be like a form of
That was gonna be the
communication?
future.
That's all
People
they.
would
That's all they
have
had to
all
go
over.
off of.
Yeah.
They took what they had and they pushed it just a little bit.
They
further.
pushed a lot of other things that were,
Yeah.
you know, very forward thinking. But the fax machine, they thought that's where
Nothing will beat
communication
that
was
technology.
stopping.
Yeah.
That's the peak of human engineering is fax machine. Yep.
The fact that we thought we would have like gliding skateboards before we could see each other on a screen,
Right.
and talk to each other. How funny is that?
No, he got
No, he did.
when
Yeah,
his
he did
boss
have a
called him
video
and he
call.
got the fat. Yeah,
his,
they were
his boss
having-
fired him over
Well,
the
that's what I
video
mean,
call.
though. But like when we watched those movies as kids, we thought that could never.
Oh,
happen.
yeah, we didn't
But
even think about that.
Right,
all
right.
thought that skateboard was going to be a thing.
100%.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like,
That's
there's no
very
way
true.
we're going to talk to each other on a screen through a TV. That's never going to happen. That floating skateboard, though, that could happen.
Yeah, that's
Word.
real. Yeah.
Word.
Well-
That's real true.
Well,
I was with my car in the fucking with my dad, and I got the beta for the full self driving shit. So the car is like this is the first time I'm testing it, and my dad, and I'm sitting with my dad in the car, and the shit is driving itself, and I'm looking at my dad, and I'm like, did you ever think you would be in a car that literally drives itself? And he was like, yeah, I did. You were the one that said that shit could never fucking happen.
Nah, Dad. Let me break it down why that couldn't happen.
yeah. And that shit happens more because his generation grew up and there were a bunch of those kids that became scientists and were
Yeah.
like, I saw this in a movie one time.
Exactly.
I want to figure out how to get that, how to make,
Yeah.
because like they said, cell
He was a
phones
Star Trek
was
dude.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
Popular Mechanics was like huge.
That
was
too,
all
yeah.
futuristic
Yep,
stuff.
yep. That too. He was all over those shits. Popular Mechanics, Popular Science, Star Trek.
Our
he
generation's
thought
like,
of
I don't want to
real-
live that long.
Word.
I don't want to think about 60 years from now.
No. I remember ordering a Popular Mechanics from those, what are those?
Publishers
The
Clearinghouse.
publishers, the publishers. I was like, oh, that seems interesting.
It's like 11 cents, and your mom got a bill for $7,500.
Right.
Right.
Same thing with the CDs, the Columbia House CDs.
Yeah.
Yep,
bro.
yep.
Oh, I think I
got
still
this.
owe mad money to one of those.
Columbia
they
House
call
and
me out
Bally's.
like once a year.
Yeah,
and they're
Bally's.
Like, hey,
Everybody owes Bally's.
Bally's fucked
Word.
me.
Oh,
They were like, it's
Bally's.
70. They were like, it's $75 for the year. Somehow it became $7,500.
Word. Oh,
Bally's fucked me for real.
Yeah, I got hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then they went out of business and it was like,
Bally's
because
got me
everybody
with all
owed you
10
money
dick
and nobody
fingers.
paid.
nobody paid that shit. That's why I said at Blockbuster. They
all
went
10.
down. I owed mad money.
That's why
I never owed Blockbuster money.
I knew they
No,
were
I-
going under. I was like, I'm gonna.
I couldn't
run
owe
mad
them
shit
money and
not
then
bring
and
it
then
back.
my business was going down.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
owed them money. What was I gonna say? Fucking
It's gone.
yeah, no, Bally's, I owed a shit ton. Like I owed them a lot of fucking money, but then they went under. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That is why Planet Fitness is capitalizing. That's why they're so smart, and they're probably never gonna go out of business because they don't capitalize on. Hey, I'm gonna trick you into paying this for a year. No, they trick you into $10 a month.
Forgetting about it. Just let it
$10
ride.
a month, and
let it
then
ride.
that's the sweet
cheaper than
spot to let you
Netflix.
know, like,
Yeah.
right.
And
right,
come
sure.
get some pizza and stay fat.
That is just enough to
Word.
make you feel like every time you see that come out of your account, you're like, oh yeah, I need to go work out because I have that membership. It's either that or fuck, I need to cancel that one day.
Yeah.
And
one
then if
day.
you get the ambition to, I'm gonna call them and I'm gonna cancel that now. They go, no, you have to go to the location that you signed up for
Write a
for
letter.
it, and you have to
Yep.
close it there. So it was funny. My brother Papo, he went to North Carolina to visit his brother-in-law recently, and he comes back. I go to visit him. He comes back. He's like, "Yo, how do you close a Planet Fitness account?" I'm like, "You're gonna have to go to the one where you started." He's like, "Fuck, I started it in North Carolina when I went this past week." I was like, "Oh, you're
Damn.
fucked."
You're fucked.
He looked it up and in the thing it said that you have to before canceling you have to like be an active member. Oh no, before transferring it to Rochester, you have to actively be at that gym and pay for it for up to 6 months before you can transfer it to a new location. Yeah, and
so
I'm like,
grimy.
why the fuck did you sign up?
Yeah, that's
For
on
this.
vacation.
Yeah.
They give you like a like a pass or something.
That's what I was. That's what I said.
Signed up on
I was
vacation. That's so wild. Oh shit.
like, why did you sign up for that? You could have just gotten a guest pass.
Go to the hotel gym for a couple days while you're fucking. If you need to
Didn't
work out.
Jerry
That
say
bad.
he used to work at Planet Fitness and people would like sign up and only show up to eat free food once a month?
Yeah,
The pizza.
because it makes with their family.
Yeah.
They would show up with their family and eat pizza once a month.
Kids, let's all go to Planet Fitness tonight.
Yeah,
Let's go get pizza, guys.
Pizza night. It's pizza night.
Tonight.
As a kid, bro, that would have fucked. Going to a gym and just eating pizza, like it's like Discovery Zone, basically. Like that's a good time.
I went to Planet Fitness one night and they had pizza and Pepsi, and I was like, wait.
This is the
They
opposite.
keep them coming back.
Wait, hold on. I gotta leave because this is why I'm here. Because I
Right.
eat
Right.
too much pizza and
then-
drink Pepsi.
Sometimes it's bagels. If you go like
bagels.
early, they'll have bagels and then pizzas at night.
And
Like, what the fuck?
Thursdays is just a tub of lard. Just throw it in your fucking face and get the fuck out of there.
Fridays is
Yeah.
pilk night on Friday.
But that's what
night,
they.
yeah.
But that's what they count
Night.
on. That's why they have. It's fucking gross. But that's what they count on, and that's why they have so many rules against gym rats and
Right.
like people who are serious about the gym. They literally want anyone who is not serious.
They
about
want
the
those
gym to sign
casual
up.
motherfuckers that just
Yeah.
don't give a
They
fuck.
just don't give
Want
a
that
fuck.
$10 ride, maybe grab a slice of pizza, stay fat.
Yep.
They love it. That's a good
Yeah,
business
$10.
model.
$10 a month from every single one of those, and not
Banking.
And half of those haven't even walked into that fucking gym in months.
Well, you can have way more members too because it's not packed.
right? Exactly.
You know, Samson's, you go over there and you're fighting
Exactly.
for equipment.
right?
Right.
Because those are
Because
all straight
everybody's
up gym
showing
rats.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are people that really want to work out.
Yeah. They're like, yo, you still on there? And I'm like, bro, I was here for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You done though?
That's why I don't deal with that shit either. I go to LA Fitness, and now that it's turned into Esporta, and the membership went down because it was $30 a month. It went down to $10, and
never
now
good
you
when
get
it goes
all of
down.
those people who went to Planet Fitness.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to Sporta now.
Yeah, I can go here now.
You go to sport and I
Get
get
all the
access to a
teenagers.
pool.
Fucking 16, 17-year-olds come in 5 at a time, and they're all hogging up this one fucking area. And half of them are like flexing their little baby muscles in
On
the
their
fucking-
phone.
flexing their baby muscles with their fluffy ass hair in the front.
I'll tell
in the
I'll tell
fucking
my
mirror.
kids to stop.
For real, on God.
Yeah, for real. Oh God,
No cap.
I'm hating. All right, so
We sound like old crotchety men.
We are,
right?
though. We are, though.
Yeah.
so like, bro,
Facts.
I have 1 hour. I'm just trying to get
I'm
my
just
shit
trying to
done.
get my shit in, get
I'm
my
just-
dick
get the
arm
fuck-
home, and get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
trying to get this
Flex
brolic
this dick
arm.
arm.
Like you trying to curl with that shit, and you're like, all right, well, I guess we're gonna be here for a little bit.
bro. You're a strong
Veins
dick
popping
arm.
and shit.
going. Yeah.
Facts.
Beat one out to my freaking kindergarten teacher when I get home.
Brolic.
He's still thinking about it. He's just like, oh shit.
I need to
haven't
see.
thought
I need to
about her
see
in
this
years.
broad though.
She's got to be
Miss Ayala.
I stand by what I said.
Is she even alive? Jeez.
I hope.
I stand by what I said.
If they pass away, do they still get the message?
Yes.
Yes, it
Send
just shows
right
up to the tomb.
cemetery.
It just shows up. It just shows up in heaven. Fuck! I can't get away from this.
He keeps jerking off to me, God.
You get to the pearly gates, God's got like a fucking notepad of every time you beat one out to the dead kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
Do you think you deserve to be here?
Looking at it, he's
Like,
like,
smite that motherfucker.
Here's your masturbation iPad. Or you'll be notified every time Dave touches himself.
just put it down. Walk away.
Be like Tom Brady breaking it on the sideline.
Oh, Jesus.
Just stop, David.
All right. So that's the end of that.
That's it.
All right.
You know what it's time for. News clips.
News clips. News clips.
Duels clips.
All right. Oh man, news that's happened since last week. First things first, shout out, hat tip to Kirstie Alley, unfortunately passing away.
Shout out.
We're shouting out.
Shout her out. What's up, Kirstie Alley?
She was actually my kindergarten teacher.
Kirstie Alley
give a
was
shout out.
definitely an early masturbation thought in multiple shows.
Look Who's Talking.
and movies.
Look Who's
Look Who's
Talking.
Talking. That's
Yeah.
right.
Guys, why can't we do just straight
Just a tribute to someone who
tribute
passed
to
away.
someone who passed away that was influential in our childhood? Right?
Yeah.
She's a
Just-
Scientologist.
yeah.
She's not getting these in heaven.
Oh.
What? She's coming back in 21 years, right? From Xenu, is it? Is that how that works? I don't.
All right, so rest in peace to Kirstie Alley. Rest in peace to Kirstie Alley. I'm not laughing
Rest
at the
in peace.
situation.
He was.
I'm laughing
He
because
was.
Dave has to be the guy to make people laugh. Okay?
Xenu. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Oh,
Coming out of a volcano.
My man knows.
I did not know she was a Scientologist, but yeah. Womp womp womp.
Shout out though.
But shout out
I
to
did.
to Kirstie.
not to sully her name because she's dead already. But still rest in peace to her. But
Facts.
I did see a video someone shared of a lovely story that she showed where she said, her parents, her mother had passed away and her father is dying. They were in a car accident, and she said, it was on Halloween, and her sister told her like, yeah, they were dressed up for Halloween. They were on their way to a party, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason she asked them like, what were they dressed as for whatever reason? And she said, The Odd Couple. And she was like, what do you mean? Walter Matthau and
Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon? She's like, no. And then she said, a black man and a KKK member. What? And she said, and then we just burst out laughing because that was them. It was just the funniest thing. That was them. Yeah.
That's mom and dad.
This was an interview in like the 80s, early 90s, and I was like, and as I'm watching this, I'm like,
Odd Couple.
Still.
yeah, The Odd Couple. Still, yeah.
Shout out though. We sorry about all that business with dying and whatnot.
Oh, we got to get better.
we do have to get so much better.
I mean,
So much better with these tricks.
I'll definitely. I remember as a young Johnny watching Cheers. I never really liked her on the show. I liked her as like I thought she was hot, but I was always like, whatever happened with Sam and Diane? Like, who is
Sam and
this bitch
Diane,
that came through and like forced Diane off of the show? Like, I don't understand why Sam and
forgot she
Diane
was on
didn't
the
end up being a thing. Why did Diane have to
Right.
leave my boy Sam? Now he's going
Right.
after this other chick. Anyways,
I forgot all about her being on that show, but I did like her in Look Who's Talking. I thought she was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she was hot. That's all we got. she was hot in that.
She was on that.
I mean, but that was that's all I really remember her from. is
Rest
Look
in
Who's
power.
Talking.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, rest in
Word.
power.
Word.
Oh, that's terrible.
Keep dragging this.
I mean,
This is not gonna. This is not gonna be a clip on the.
This isn't going to be a
make it.
promo?
Is that a promo?
Fuck. Bringing my A game for nothing?
I do feel bad. I mean, she passed away kind of young. But
Yeah, no,
I guess it was cancer or
Yeah,
something
it
like
was
that, right?
70-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't.
Fuck cancer though,
71.
all the way around.
Young?
71,
That's
yeah.
youngish.
It's
That's
young
that's,
now,
that's
yeah.
pretty young. Yeah.
That's under
guess,
the
yeah.
average life
That's young to
expectancy.
die.
She didn't. Yeah, she didn't look.
I mean, she
didn't look
did have
old.
like a mastectomy
She didn't look that
to
old.
avoid this, like beforehand. And
Was it
still
breast
got her.
cancer or like a form of?
They didn't. I don't think they said
Yeah,
what
that-
cancer it was,
I
but
don't
she
think I
did
saw.
like talk about getting a mastectomy so she wouldn't.
Oh, that's
have to
true.
deal with it.
Yeah. I do remember that. And I remember her
ballsy.
also like struggling with weight a lot. Like she went up and
Yeah.
down. And then she
Yeah.
ended up doing like I'm Fat and Happy reality
It's like
show.
Jenny Craig or something. She
No,
was
like
a
she did like
spokesperson for
a-
one of those Slim Fast.
She did
or
Jenny
something.
Craig. I think it was Jenny Craig where she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna lose weight," and then she ended up doing like a show where she was like, "Fuck all that, I'm big and fabulous" or something like that.
Word, the Lizzo defense.
Yes, the Lizzo defense.
Yeah.
Guys, if I got
Is that an actual thing?
It is now, right?
yeah,
Who says it's not?
the Lizzo defense, okay. If I get, I'm telling you right now, when we get famous, I'm gonna make fat the thing. Okay,
Yes.
it's gonna be the it thing.
It already is.
Like, you
Already
know what?
is.
We're gonna
It
be
is, it
scrubbing
is.
a lot of episodes when we get famous.
We got to delete all this, start fresh
Yeah.
once we sign a big contract somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Word.
You see how Paul Rubens was de-aged? Juac was de-fat.
Defatted. He was defatted.
Yeah, you never see him out in public, but on the podcast, fuck, he looks great.
Looks like
I can't wait to see him out in the real world. And you've seen me, you just don't recognize me.
You just didn't know.
You just didn't know that fat ass guy right there. That is the same guy. He's just defatted.
All right, let's move it along with fitness talk here. So it came out recently. I feel like I might have been tangentially aware of this dude, but again, I'm not a big on TikTok cat. So, the Liver King is what he went by.
oh yeah, the Liver King.
So the Liver King was a dude that was promoting I'm trying to remember what he referred to his lifestyle as, but basically it was like an all meat eating lifestyle where he just ate beef livers and bull testicles.
He
And
was promoting him and his family eating what or living a lifestyle.
ancestral tenets. That's what it was.
Yeah, that the caveman lifestyle.
Right. Yeah.
Gave more
Ancestral
organ
living.
meat than like meat.
Right.
So he promoted himself as he would record himself eating testicles and bone marrow and raw liver and all this random bullshit. And then it came out that obviously, if you look at him, my homie was on HGH
Yeah,
and
he's fucking
steroids.
jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's on like 30 steroids.
Yeah. And the problem, so the whole thing with him and why that was such a big situation was because he was on multiple podcasts and different interviews where they've asked him, hey, are you on this? And he would say no. And he would like blatantly go out of his way to say like, no, I'm natural. This is not that. And when he issued his apology, he mentioned that was the whole thing. Where if he would have just came out and said, yes, like I do this, it's like exactly what he said. You know, I take these steroids and I do this with, medical, what's it called? Medical supervision. And like we do all this and it's all safe. If he would have came out and just said that, it would have been a completely different situation. But the second that you try to hide that shit, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, he
Right.
pushed the natty narrative, and
Yeah.
it wasn't real.
That's the trouble.
Exactly. That was the big thing with him, and then he tried to excuse the reason why he did this was something about like men committing suicide over being like unhealthy, and so he was trying to promote a healthy lifestyle or some bullshit along, while like selling millions of dollars worth of supplements of this bullshit
That
that
don't
he
work.
claimed to be taking. Exactly.
Right.
But anyways, the reason I bring this up is not necessarily to talk about the Liver King, because he's a fucking nobody that I didn't really know too much about. But in the wake of this Liver King scandal, we have other folks that are talking about this, and then you see, once he posted his apology, you see a lot of people talking about, how ridiculous this is. One of those folks being the podcast king himself, Joe Rogan.
Rogan. Yes.
Going
I
in
watched
on
it. I was
Liver
going to bring
King.
this up.
But not only going in on Liver King, but going after the man himself, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, claiming there is no way that Dwayne Johnson could be as ripped as he is at 50 and not be using gear. And I may have a slightly inside story here that also says that's facts. Dwayne definitely uses gear.
Yeah, but
It's different. He's not pushing that natural narrative.
he's not
right?
he's not pushing the natural narrative. I mean, he does promote the fact that you need to work out and whatnot, and that is his whole thing. Where even if you are taking steroids, you still have to work extremely hard. To maintain
People
that
forget
physique.
that. People forget that part. That even if you are using something, like you don't just take it and you're fucking ripped all of a sudden. Like you're still putting in that work.
You're still putting in that work. And the older that you get, it is harder to maintain that. Because Joe Rogan came out and said that he takes, he gets testosterone and all this shit that he does in order to maintain,
I mean, Sylvester Stallone has been talking
physique.
about this for 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I mean, I get the stigma, but Sylvester Stallone's like, listen, you don't look like this without it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
once you get to a certain age, it's almost like if you want to look that way, you have to do it.
But Joe Rogan is saying, I'm quoting Joe Rogan now. The point is, you can't even get there with hormone replacement therapy, which is what you would typically take just because you're old and you don't have the hormones. He's saying that's not HRT. He's so massive and he's so different than he was when he was 30, and now he's 50 and he's big as hell.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But then again, like I said, he's not promoting a natural lifestyle. Or he's not saying that he is.
Well, I think he comes on the other side of that though, because like Zac Efron made it clear, like, listen, I made that movie with him. I had to get jacked and I had to take all this stuff, and this stuff is horrible for you. Yeah. You shouldn't do it. He's also not promoting that side of it either. Right. Like, listen, this is costing me my heart and my liver. Right.
Yeah, and people at the end of the day, people don't give a fuck about that. They don't care unless he is actively saying, don't do these things to yourself because blah, blah, blah. And like what Liver King was doing, saying, no, I promote a natural life. This is what you should be doing. This is what you should be eating. This is what, and then you can be like me. If he was pushing that narrative, I can see there being a shit ton of backlash. And of course, there's still going to be
Joe was getting on that a little bit because he does have like the app and the workout programs and
which
which sort of sells the hope that you could look like me.
Correct. Yeah, but that's I mean, again, I've never heard him say that.
Remember the populace that we have.
Sure.
It's not the brightest.
No, I know. I think that's the biggest takeaway from it.
Buy crypto and you'll be a billionaire.
Part of the Rogan argument,
I'm sure that's another story.
It was, does someone like The Rock, if in fact he was taking something like that, does he have a responsibility to tell people who are looking up to him, people who want to work out, they want to be like The Rock? Does he say, yes, I am taking this stuff, and then other, younger kids are like, oh, The Rock takes it, I'll take it, that's how I get jacked, start fucking with dangerous shit? Or do you not say anything if you are taking something like that and just give these kids these false hopes that they're going to look like The Rock without it? So it's a double-edged sword, right?
It is a double-edged sword.
You're fucked either way.
I think that when it comes to The Rock, he's not promoting it, nor is he speaking out against it.
But he's promoting his body,
right, does he have to take a
he's promoting his body, like The Rock.
But this is how I look.
People wouldn't give a fuck about The Rock if he didn't look like The Rock. Like people aren't in love with his acting skills.
Yeah. I get you.
The Academy isn't.
But I think, but also, I mean, that's where I'm gonna stand on this. Is the fact that
he's very motivational on
he
Instagram.
is not he's very like the things that, out there saying, I am a natural bodybuilder. Be like me and eat my food, and agreed, yes. But he's also, he's also promoting that I have a dream gym, and I have access to the best experts. And he's making it seems like he's doing it because I'm putting in the work. And
drink the Rock's low sugar energy drink.
Putting in the work, and he puts these videos out of him putting in the work.
You'll look like
what
this.
He seems but see, if he would have said that, then I'd be
it's
all
implied.
over it.
But it's not implied. It is implied.
It is absolutely implied.
The shit that it's 100% implied, bro.
If he sold like does he, I don't know.
I'm
Does
sure
have, like,
he is. Yeah, I'm sure he's
protein shit and
I'm
like
sure he's
those
yes.
type of supplements.
I don't know if he has.
Yes,
So
I'm
I
sure
just
he does.
know the tequila
and
the
on top of
Zoa.
that, like, you know, like I remember my vision body, right? When I would look at how I put myself on the vision board. Juac knows this. I always would say, Will Smith, I am legend. That's exactly who I want to look at. Will Smith, I am legend. The way he looked in that movie, if I could one day work myself up to that body's look. And every person that I know that was like a professional athlete or like spent time like really in the gym would look at me and they would be like, bro, that's gear, bro. There's no way in the world Will Smith cannot fucking shoot up to look like that. And even Rogan was talking about Chris Hemsworth in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
He talked about Mickey
And the
Rourke in
Hogan
The
movie,
Wrestler.
the Hogan
He
movie.
talked about Hugh Jackman and how he looked, and how Hugh Jackman now said, I'm gonna get CGI'd in Deadpool 3 because
Yep.
I can't
Yep.
meet the standards of how I used to look. This is a lot up there.
I get that, but these are all people who are okay. So if we go after, let's say like, all right, we go after The Rock for that, then we have to go backwards the same way we've been doing for everything else. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger, everything that he fucking has.
But Arnold spoke
under-
about it.
I mean,
He
Arnold
spoke about it
100%
after
juice.
So
when,
did
though?
Sylvester
How far?
Stallone.
How far?
But
How far?
so did Sylvester. Like Sylvester Stallone flat out said, he said, I had to do this to compete with Arnold because
Right.
there was no way. Like,
So
he wasn't charismatic
Arnold,
enough.
even
He
when
needed
he
the
was
muscles.
even when he was a movie star and he was a jacked movie star, he would admit that he was on gear.
well, he was a professional bodybuilder, so everyone knew. Like, you're not Mr. Olympia if you're not on it.
Right.
So like, it's common knowledge that
He wasn't as big once he started.
Oh yeah, he was Commando, Conan. Like, he
Those
was,
were the first ones.
the early movies.
Those are the first ones as
Yeah.
he started coming
Yeah.
down in size.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
then they couldn't fit him on camera with anybody else. So
Right.
I don't know, man.
Those guys
I
were
don't
all
think
juiced. All
He was
those
pretty
90s
jacked in
action
Twins.
dudes.
I think that because of the fact that he does not, I don't know if people are asking him these questions,
And
but
that's the
because
thing,
he doesn't,
nobody has the balls to.
he doesn't
right.
come out
He's the
and
biggest
said,
star. You can't ask him.
I mean, but if he's come out and he's blatantly said, no, this is all diet and exercise, then, you know, I could see them, you know, attack people being able to attack him.
Agreed. Yes.
But if you don't mention it, or if you don't speak
That
on
could
it,
be lying by omission, though.
But yeah, that's
Like,
exactly
that's the
it.
same.
Sure.
That's the same.
I mean,
shit.
but just because it never came up, and of course you're not gonna go out,
Your girl,
out
if
of
your girl
way.
don't ask you if you're clapping
Well,
other
you gotta-
cheeks on her, you're not gonna come home and just say, "Oh,
also
sorry, baby,
big
I was
enough
smashing."
Yeah, he's big enough for he comes with the questions.
Yeah. I mean, he's also.
Like, you can't just ask The Rock what you want to ask him. You get a list.
But the same thing with anybody else
Yeah.
is like if you know anything about like working out, and you know getting into that lifestyle, bodybuilding, all that shit, then you should already know that The Rock is on that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? The only people where it's questionable on are like little kids who look up, and that's fucking
Just
that's
those stupid little
literally-
kids. Just
But that-
stupid-
No, but I'm
that's
saying,
what-
but
but
that's
that's
like
what
literally
leads, like-
everybody. Like that's Superman. That's fucking
But that's
every
what leads,
fucking thing.
You know, I have
Christopher
teenagers-
Reeves was juice, son. Juice like a motherfucker.
Well, I have teenagers now that are in the gym. My kids are all like
Sure.
freaking
Yeah,
proud.
yeah.
And they don't look up to guys like me when I was natural and working out and big. And no, they're looking at The Rock and Zac Efron and all of these guys. And that is the image. And the image in their head is you have to look that good. So, and then when you're in the gym, well, guess what? There's a guy that's going to tell you, you can't get that big without this. So now you need this. So now they start using this. And that's why it should be voiced like, listen, you don't get this naturally. But I have doctors, I have qualified people
Yeah.
that are doing this the right way.
Yeah.
I'm not buying this in the back of a
Right.
you know, Esporta in the locker room.
It's
you know?
like teaching kids about sex.
Facts.
Teach them
I
how to
think-
do it properly and safely, so that
I
they
think
aren't.
now
way I
that
feel
it's
about
part of the
shrooms.
conversation, we will. Yeah, exactly. But I think now that this is part of the conversation,
Yeah.
we will see how he would respond to that.
But this has
gotta come
been
out there. I
in the
wanna hear
periphery for a
something now.
long time.
I'm sure.
Because remember, he also was part of that generation of the steroid WWE guys,
Facts.
where it was a big
wasn't
deal.
even
I
that
don't
big,
remember
though.
him being that cut though.
Well,
he
he
was
wasn't.
kind of almost
But
like
he
he was
wasn't.
chubby
He
compared
was.
to those
and
other
that's
dudes,
my
right?
point. Was
Yeah.
he was when the government was actually coming after WWE.
Yeah.
So he was part of that, and he wasn't that big. He left WWE,
Yes.
then got huge.
Yeah, it was really.
So when they were watching him, yeah, he could say, "No, I'm not on it."
what was that Marky
Because
Mark
that's
movie?
when the
Pain and Gain.
Yes.
Oh, Pain and Gain. Yeah.
That's when The Rock got huge.
massive.
Mark Wahlberg too, probably. He was
All three
probably
of them.
Jew. They
Yeah,
all
I'm
were all
sure they
Jews.
were
Yeah,
both
Mackie got
juicing.
huge.
Yeah,
Because
for
Yeah,
sure.
you're
Mackie
right.
got
Marky
huge too.
Mark was
Mackie's
big
not
as a
that big.
bitch
Yeah.
too in
I was
that
wondering
movie.
why the fuck Anthony Mackie was in that movie anyway.
That was Papa Doc. What the fuck was he doing that big in that bitch?
We needed another black guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
Here, inject this.
I don't know. I think now we'll probably see more of how he would respond to that.
I don't think he's going to talk.
I hope we do.
I think he's
not.
Michael
I
Jordan.
hope
so.
this
I
forced
don't
the
think so.
conversation. I hope something comes out, something comes up, whether it's him or Henry Cavill as Superman.
Well, you
like,
got,
I want to
Will-
hear about these
is
dudes
it-
that are
is it
fucking
Will
juicing.
Will Portier or something, the guy playing.
Oh yeah. Will Poultier?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
is it?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
he's talking about it. He's just like, listen, I'm doing this for Marvel, but you can't live like this.
Yeah.
Like this is, and then now you got Hugh Jackman saying, he's not flat out saying, listen, I was taking it, but he's saying, I can't live that. I can't
Right.
be like that. I
Can't put
live
my
that
heart through
lifestyle."
that again.
You know, so there are other guys that are talking about it, but those guys are also actors.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock is a body.
And that's why nobody questions it.
Yeah.
So you
It's
can-
because
and
he's
it-
been in wrestling forever, and you know he's.
Well, the
Right.
people do question it. They just can't question him about
I mean,
it.
honestly,
I mean,
I-
your
Correct,
average
yeah,
person.
Not
I never thought
directly.
of. I didn't really think about The Rock honestly until I saw Rogan talk about it and bring it up. I was like, yeah, that is a good. He's super old now, and he wasn't that. Like, it just I don't know something like clicked. And I'm like, I thought about all
I
these
didn't
other
even realize
actors
The Rock
that
was 50
no one
fucking
talks
years
about.
old, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, I mean, he looks 50.
Right.
In my opinion, he looks young. He looks great,
Well,
but
yeah,
he looks
he does.
older.
Well, his face is, but everybody
Yeah.
that's ripped like that does because your skin's so tall.
Right.
Yeah.
You get the Barry Bonds big head. Rock's head's gotten bigger. Look at Rocky
Yeah, it has.
Maiavia's head from the
Yeah.
early 90s.
He had that real skinny
He's
head.
got that Steven Seagal, Barry Bonds, massive
Like
fucking
his
dome.
jaw used to be bigger than his head, and now it's
100%.
Yeah.
Now it's evened out. It's caught up with him.
like with his turtleneck on.
His fanny pack.
I remember when he started acting, he said that he thought
Has he
had
started
to
acting
be-
yet?
No, not fully. He plays himself in every movie. But when he did like Be Cool and Two for he was a lot thinner. And
Oh, yeah.
because he said that he thought
He had no definition. He wasn't.
he said he thought that he had to be a thinner person in order to, or not as massive to be an actor.
Yeah.
And then he got bigger once he started getting jacked. So, I mean, he's gonna be an action star, and I don't know. Who knows?
he's pulling
I don't
the
think it's that
opposite
big of a
of
deal,
Batista.
but
He's not in the Olympics. He's not playing professional sports. He's not going to get in trouble. It's
not
just
cheating.
we want to know. We want to know what the fuck.
yeah,
bro.
I don't
Like,
think
why
it's that
hold
big
it
of a
back?
deal, in my opinion. But
I wouldn't eat one way or the other. I'm not going to stop watching Jumanji movies when they come out. Like, what the fuck do you think?
You're not
I'm
gonna
a
start it.
monster?
you're not gonna start watching Jumanji.
I fuck with all the Jumanji movies. Are you kidding me?
There's more than one?
I watch. There's
Those two.
There's two.
Not just one continuous movie.
I might have watched them back
There's
to back.
definitely a third coming. I don't know about a Black
Yeah,
Adam because that
there's a third
flopped
coming.
at the box office, but we'll see.
Oh,
That was so, yeah. He was
It
gonna
didn't
save
flop, but it didn't make as much as it should.
It's close.
No.
It's close.
And we
to a
knew
flop.
that it wasn't gonna do anything.
No,
Like,
I
come
mean-
on, we saw this coming for years.
So I think because now we're talking Hollywood, I guess.
Oh shit!
no, but
I didn't want to bring it up, but
no. You good. I guess so. So he's not. It's technically considered a flop because it fell. It looks like it's zeroed out at the theater. So and it's like it's a small amount that's just under.
it's 300 something mil. 350
That it made,
or 380 mil that it made. Which
Yeah,
is
and then
it's
and
not
then
a flop.
in order
But,
to
it's
break
not
even,
Black
he had to
Panther
get
numbers.
to 400.
But yeah, it hasn't broken even. It's
So
not Marvel
when we're
numbers.
talking about a flop, like
If you don't break even, you're at least.
A flop is like that Disney movie that made like $20 million or whatever.
Right, exactly. That's what I think about a flop. Like
it's not a success,
no one
but
went to
it's-
fucking see that shit.
Yeah, it's
you
not
know?
a success, but it's not a flop.
But yeah, and Black Adam just felt just short, and that's even like the conversation now where I guess the big heads are still saying like, yo, I think it's going to make it to that point, and once.
Well, he's having issues with James Gunn, isn't he?
He's what?
Having issues with James Gunn.
Probably.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He wants his own shit.
Yeah, well, they were reporting on it. I think last week or the week before, because he wants DC to revolve around him. And James Gunn's
like, no.
Yeah, no, that's
Why would
definitely
we
not
want
James Gunn move.
No.
James.
Like, he thinks he saved Cavill. He's just like, I saved Cavill.
I still haven't seen the movie, but
Okay.
I'm 1,000% sure that Superman shows up in it at this point.
Yeah.
I did see the movie.
I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't.
It was bad. It wasn't a bad movie. The Rock is bad.
People are coming out and
The
they're
CGI was bad.
They're talking. I mean, I said that
The
from
flying,
the fucking trailer.
the flying.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
the
like,
first thing
the
you
trailer,
said.
I was like, yo, he just looks like a stiff ass fucking. He's just
Right.
The Rock.
Yeah.
With a straight
With
face.
all those muscles, like you always look just like a stiff ass muscly
Yeah.
Well,
dude.
I don't know
like,
because Batista's like huge, and who's the other wrestler from Peacemaker?
John
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 Cena?
Cena's massive.
yeah.
He is,
Massive,
but
he's emotive.
yeah. He's funny.
I think
He's
got
He's
a little
charismatic.
a little more range than The Rock does. I would give John Cena. I
He
think.
does.
A little bit, not much. Not
But-
like this isn't night and day by any means.
But I know why people were having that conversation, because it became quickly it became a conversation on the Black Panther versus Black Adam, and
that
DC
wasn't
it was stupid
Ooh, yeah,
because
no,
that's
the
not.
people that say that Black Adam was great were people who want action.
Yeah.
Nonstop action. They don't necessarily give a fuck about story arc, and they probably care a little bit, but as long as shit is blowing up and people are fucking dying and people were so enamored with the fact that he's actually killing people, and and it had its funny moments. To me, it felt like every other DC movie that came after fucking Super or Man of Steel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shazam.
Well, yes, exception. Shazam was and I've said it before, Shazam was a pleasant surprise. Like, that was great.
Well, I think the Rock is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like,
He is,
It's just how many things can we blow
Yes.
up? How many people can I shoot?
and that's it. Yeah.
And
And he caters to the people who want to do that. And that's what Black Adam catered to. Was
It
the
was in the
story
Rundown,
arc
right?
great?
Where he handed it off.
Yeah, the Rundown, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
literally, Arnold walked by him and was like, "Good luck," and basically handed off the
Handed
the
it off to him.
mantle
Yep.
of being the giant steroid infused action superstar.
But to get more onto me personally is like, whatever. If he addresses it, doesn't address it, doesn't really change anything. I like his message, the overall message, which is just be a good fucking person. I
mean,
like shit like that.
I think at the end of the day, I probably fall a little bit with like the Barkley. It's not my job to raise your kids. It's your job to raise your kids.
Yep.
So we need to have that conversation with our kids. Like, look, The Rock's not natural.
Yeah.
That's not natural.
Yep.
You don't get like that. Like, he has dietitians and he has
Exactly like you said.
you
Your
know.
kids look up to people like him, and it's your job to say, hey, that's not,
like he's getting his bag.
Yeah,
You know,
like
that-
that.
he's not
At
gonna
the end
talk
of the
about it.
day, it's not easy to look like that, no matter how easy they make it look.
No.
And that's on us. That's not on celebrities to fucking tell us.
But
think
when
it's
they
just,
do
offer
offer that, give them a little.
It's
bit
a
of credit.
bonus, yeah. It's a
give 'em
nice
credit.
little bonus,
You
yeah.
know, it's just like, listen, this isn't what I look like every day.
Right.
It's like Vin Diesel. Every time you see him on his yacht and he's chubby, and then you see him in a movie and he looks like a little mini Rock.
Yeah.
Right.
As of late, he just looks like a.
He's an old guy.
Yeah.
He just looks like a group.
He's a real actor now.
He's thinking like,
It's not Cardi B can take.
oh
up
my god, I don't have to do none of this, and I keep saying I am Groot, and I'm making way more money than I am in any of these Fast
Yeah,
and
but
Furious
Groot is
movies.
jacked now, so he doesn't even have to
Groot
work out
is-
anymore because Groot's jacked.
Groot is
Word.
Jack now.
All right.
You have anything else, Johnny?
Yeah. You know, I always got shit.
We have about 7 more stories to go through.
Just about. No, I thought this was, I mean, we can cut this one out if it's bullshit and y'all don't got nothing to talk about.
He says that and then never cuts it out.
Yeah. I might have done it once.
It's a good story.
But literally, y'all literally might just not have anything to comment on this one because I don't know how familiar you are with Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, Portuguese, the greatest soccer player of all time, futbolero. So 2 things. He signed, apparently, because it hasn't been officially confirmed. So 1, he was, so maybe 3 things, I guess. 1, he was, if you're not familiar with Cristiano Ronaldo, the living legend, he was fired from Manchester United, the football team, soccer team. You got booted like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think it was, because he was talking shit about the team. Everybody knew he was kind of on his way out, but then he started talking shit publicly, so they let him go. So then it's like, what's going to happen to Ronaldo? Like, people don't know. There was talks about him maybe, you know, quote unquote, retiring to the MLS, and playing in Miami.
Sad.
It's very sad. The MLS sucks so bad. I mean, I'm a fan, but
That's retirement. That's where old folks go to
for
die.
good players. Yeah. But there was talk about him. David Beckham owns the team in Miami, so there was talk maybe he would come down to Miami, but it looks like Messi might actually end up doing that. So what's Ronaldo going to do now that he's out of there? So my homie apparently signed the biggest fucking athletic contract I've ever seen. $500 million to play for a Saudi Arabian team for only 2.5 years. Wow. My man is making $200 million a year for fucking playing in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, basically what the golfers are doing, making these big ass fucking bad contracts, playing for a league that nobody watches.
Bro, if Saudi Arabia wanted to sign us to a dope-ass podcasting contract, I would jump on that motherfucker in a second, dog. Saudi princes got nothing but money to throw the fuck around, bro. Good for Ronaldo getting his bread and doing his thing. I heard he rocked the bench. Like, he
I was
signed
just going to
with the
say,
team
so that was point number 3. And then after he signs a $200 million a year contract, they play today in the World Cup, and my man got benched to start the fucking game. I think they brought him in like the fucking 80th or 70th minute when it was like 5-1.
Jeez.
Dopest job ever.
Word.
I mean,
Salute. Yeah. Respect.
Salute.
They're not. There's no way they're making money off of this.
No.
They don't care. They have money
Like
to
this-
burn.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's nothing.
They're just
to
buying
them.
toys at
Oh
this point.
yeah, they're having fun. They're He
Phil
was fucking around with
Mickelson's
his
toy.
friends. Oh yeah, we're Americans are friends, or just toys to Saudis.
It's like Dennis Rodman in North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I think we brought it up on last week's show where we talked about like people like in Qatar and Iraq and Kuwait and shit, just like buying Lamborghinis and leaving them on the side of the road because they fucking
Right. It's out of gas. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Buy a new one. I'm not calling a fucking tow truck.
Get the
Fuck
triple
outta
A. Fuck off. I'll just buy another one when I get home. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is wild though. I had to bring it up because $200 million a season is just not a thing you typically hear in any sport.
No.
No, I mean you got baseball players make probably the most money, and they're trying to get 300 for like 10.
For
Yes, that's what
a
I'm saying.
good-
There was somebody just recently got signed for a giant ass motherfucking contract, but it was like 11 years for $300 million.
Yeah, and he gets that in 2.5 years.
That's so wild.
In all honesty, if I know that we have tons of them, but any of our Saudi listeners, enjoy this show enough to offer us this
Tell your dad about
deal.
it.
Yeah, let us know.
Tell your uncles.
We're open to the idea of moving to
We're
Saudi
open for
Arabia.
a sponsorship. We will push the shit out of your oil company or whatever the fuck else you're promoting out there.
Yeah.
Screw human rights violations.
I don't even
We're
know
not-
what
what
you're
are we
talking
talking
about,
about?
man. I don't even know what you're
Don't-
talking about.
Yeah, no. What are you talking about? It's not.
What are you talking about? I've never heard of that.
Let's not
Never
kill
heard of
something
that.
before it
Before it
comes.
gets off
Yeah.
the ground. Let's launch it first.
Just to let you know, he's not a normal part of the show.
There's no affiliation with insensitive culture or their
I'm gonna disappear
intellectual
with
property.
the crypto billionaires now.
Yeah, exactly.
Crypto assassins coming for your ass.
They're gonna find me at Durand Beach swimming in with my wallet.
Oh, yes.
Swimming with
we
my
No
don't want
wallet.
that.
No, we're
We don't
taking
want
that shit.
It's like $6 in there.
That's still all me.
He's gonna have to lift you, so the joke's on him.
Yeah, I don't,
Hey, you think I never dug a hole before? I'll dig a fucking hole.
You're gonna have to get some of the Rock's juice to pick me up.
Hey, I'll tell everybody. I'll be open about it. But listen, juice like a motherfucker. Come at me.
This isn't natural.
Hell nah. They would know. Anybody that knew me know that that's not natural
Word.
at all. He's on some shit.
I can't even
You
imagine
don't pick
a
up
Jack
280-pound guys with this physique.
Just brolic as fuck. Yeah,
He's
it doesn't
gonna
even
move
make
to
sense. It doesn't
California. We're
compute.
gonna visit him in 6 months, and he's gonna be all jacked.
Right. But I'll lose my shit at the drop of a dime. Just fuck somebody up.
I can't imagine Dave just being fucking jacked.
He's gonna be Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big ass jaw.
I can see that.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, his head got big too, right? Oh my God. This head theory it's facts.
Did he really break his jaw? And that's how.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah.
That's, you know.
It's. He
made
looks
it-
like
it
a
made his-
completely different person.
It made his lips
Yeah.
bigger too.
Yeah, apparently.
Right. Some collagen slipped in there.
They
Apparently.
didn't do that. They
turned-
We saw Kanye with like a whole freaking contraption. on his
chipmunk
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Yeah, he did, his jaw, his head didn't get bigger.
No.
He's always had that big ass head.
Yeah.
I mean, his head got bigger, but not physically.
Right. But not his
that
face.
Yeah.
I saw someone said that he looks like handsome Squidward, and I can't unsee it.
Unsee it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
research
that's
that
funny.
if you don't know what that is. All right, Johnny, do you have anything else?
All right.
You know he does.
Maybe,
I know he does.
or we can dead. We can either talk about only because you sent it to the group, so we could talk about these Good Morning America dudes, people getting the boot for fucking, or we could talk about, only because we know he's very popular to our listeners, we could talk about Kanye and Hitler, or we could not talk about anything at all and just move on to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
He's like, I don't want to
No,
talk about
I
Kanye.
know. I really don't. I don't give
We
a fuck.
probably should have
I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to go for whatever we talk about. You know that.
Well, yeah, because you took your pee-pee break already.
I did. Yeah, I did. I'm feeling nice right now, bro. I'm refreshed. I feel like I just sat down. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Fuck, I got a fresh beverage here.
Whipped out the dick arm.
My dick arm, my dick fingers. What if you had both? What if you had dick fingers on the end of a dick arm?
That would be horrible.
Like, I want both.
I feel like I seen a TikTok that looked just like that.
What?
Freddy
Kind of tick.
Krueger
What's your
dicks.
algorithm like,
yeah,
son?
that algorithm's screwed.
Yeah. Oh, where do you get all these?
Put him on the cock algorithm.
I never see.
A lot of penis.
He says, I never see the trends that you're always
Just
bringing
see
up
lots
on
of
TikTok.
cocks.
It's not.
He sees some.
I never opened that
dick
app. The
arms.
only time I
But
opened
he
that
sees,
app was when
but
people
he
send
sees
me
cocks
links.
on TikTok.
Mad dicks, no trends.
Mad dicks.
Dick talk. That's what he called it.
Did you download the right app? Are you
That looks
sure?
like, where do I get dick talk?
Where I get dick talk at?
Someone's checking for dick talk now.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Yo, can we trademark? Can we buy that? Can we
trying to
buy
get it
that
for you,
domain
man.
right now?
That's actually my
TikTok.
grinder name.
Dick talk.
TikTok.
That's you?
Oh man, you know Puerto Ricans have to throw Poppy in there. It's Dick Talk Poppy.
It's underscore.
Underscore. Got
yeah,
the
yeah.
underscore. Yeah, or else it's nothing.
Just look for the torso pic. That's me.
Look for my massive dick arm.
Now your chest piece makes a lot of sense. A lot of people say that. What were they saying? That the tramp stamp before in the 90s and early 2000s was on the ass, and now the tramp stamp is between the tits.
Should I show
That's
my
you.
tits? They can't see my face, but they know it's me.
I recognize that anywhere.
Oh, yo, I did see that though, where they saying the new tramp stamp is the tattoo in between the tits,
the
like, just
titties, yeah.
Goes under.
And I was like, huh, that makes a lot of sense right now.
I still fuck
see
with
that
that
shit.
though.
That's
how
I
you
still fuck
cover
with
it.
I mean, I
that.
fuck with it too, but
the titty scars from the surgery.
Right.
Listen, these are natural, okay? This was all gym and liver.
Right. Liver.
oh man, the liver king over here. All right, so fuck it. Let's go into Hollywood.
Hollywooo.
We don't need to talk about fucking racist ass Kanye.
Nah, fuck
anymore.
that. We good.
Hollywood. All right, so it's not surprising to anyone here, but there has been a lot of backlash as of when it comes to Marvel in Hollywood and how Phase 4 isn't exactly what everyone wanted it to be. Or they had extremely high hopes and were disappointed. There is also no shock here at the fact that now that when we discussed it, that Bob Iger is now the CEO of Disney once again. He left in 2000 and you know, shit show ensued. And now he's back. And that was my foresight on that. I thought that it was a good thing that, you know, a lot of things will start going back to normal. And right now there's a big rumor that that Marvel is reportedly they're refocusing on quality over quantity for Phase 5 and 6. So that's been a big thing that they are not happy with how Phase 4, you know, went off, and there's currently a big refocus on that. So I'm down for that.
I think it's fair to say that the Phase 4 may be one of the weakest from Marvel.
I didn't hate Phase 4.
No. I didn't say I hated it. I just said one of the weakest.
There are a lot of strong opinions with Phase 4.
I give them a little bit of leeway because of
course,
the pandemic.
Oh,
Yes.
Rewrites. They couldn't film things
Yes.
they wanted
100%.
to do. You know,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, as bad as Phase 4 was, it still shits on DC and whatever they're putting out right now. So
On a
like,
lot of things that
they're
come out.
still living the good life. And if that is the intent to now start like if that wasn't a focus on quality, but now they're going to start focusing on quality, fuck. Because I still fucked with all that Phase 4 shit. Like, as much as people want to talk shit about it, like, I was there, I was eating it up, I was
wasn't as
consuming
bad.
it as it came out. Like, I can't turn around and talk shit about it now.
None of it was as bad as people are making it out to
No.
be. But I think there are a couple things as to why people are talking shit about Phase 4. And one was the fact that we just got off the high heels of the best shit to come from Marvel, right?
Yeah.
And yeah,
The Infinity
all the
Gauntlet
Captain
was-
Americas,
It was great.
that Infinity War, Endgame, like all of that shit was amazing. But rarely do we talk about early on how everything built up, right? 10 years of it building up, right? We had shows that didn't quite work out. There were a couple good ones.
I mean, Iron Man 3 wasn't great.
Right. There were a
Correct.
bunch of movies that just weren't
Iron Man
great.
3
Thor
was
1 and 2.
Yep.
on like the bottom 25.
Right. But we tend to forget that shit when we, you know, hindsight's 2020. But I think on top of that, we threw in a lot of TV shows that did intertwine the stories. It was just an overload of content.
I think they oversaturated. I think
They
Disney
did.
in
They
general did because they went Star Wars hard.
Yeah.
They went, I mean, we've got everything from Willow to every Star Wars right now.
Yeah.
To, all the Marvel shows.
But
Like, they really oversaturated the market.
Correct. But the weird thing is with Star Wars, it's getting better.
It is, Andor's great.
Yeah,
But, it's just.
Mandalorian. No, Mandalorian's great.
Boba.
Boba Fett was Mandalorian.
I still fucked with Boba. All that Boba shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad, but
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
Andor
it's not the
is
one I would go
way better than Boba, though.
Andor's fantastic.
I will give you that.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
I'm not a huge Star Wars dude, so like I don't know the lore and stuff.
Same.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Andor
Same.
is fantastic.
It's,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
You don't even- you
it's
don't
my
need Star
favorite
Wars to
TV
watch
show.
Andor.
No.
I think it's better than
Of all
Andor.
time?
I think not of all time, but of the Star Wars shit.
Star Wars.
I think it's the best. I think
Andor
it's
was
better than
good,
Mando.
Johnny, but fuck.
Yeah, I think Andor's better than anything other.
I don't think it's better than Mandalorian.
No, not even close.
I do.
It's not.
I got another one. Yes.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't think it's better than Mando.
He's going to be gone next week, and it's going to be 2-1 again.
This could just be back to me, the only Andor fan.
He'll be with us in spirit because he listens to the show.
I will.
so,
Yeah, I'll
Facts.
be listening and agreeing with you.
Yes.
He's gonna
text
be
me like
highlighting
Johnny
me
was
in
right
the
about
comments.
this.
Yes.
And then I'll bring it up on the show. Hey, Lando said, blah, blah. He was like, yeah.
And then we go in.
Yeah. So, but it is getting better. We went through a phase in Star Wars where that shit was just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing the plus side of that, and a little bit more collectiveness in Star Wars. Whereas with Marvel, everything was collected, and now they're trying to, and that's another leeway I'm giving them is the fact that they have to figure all of this shit out. They have to introduce all of these peoples because I feel like Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars are going to be fucking massive.
Oh, yeah.
Like if we thought Endgame and Infinity War was big, this is going to be fucking massive because they're introducing so many stories.
Even
And I
Deadpool
think-
at this point sounds massive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But we
It might
also
be
and I think
too comic booky for the average folks, and I think, and I'm into it. I'm 100% there. I want to see all the King
dedicated.
shit that they're gonna
Yeah.
do. Seeing
I see
what they've
X-Men
done
in
so
that
far,
bitch. I want to see
throw the
everybody.
mutants, all of that.
Deadpool.
But I don't know that they're gonna be able to pull in the average folk the way they were able to do with that first phase 1 through 3.
so here's the thought I was trying to get to is the fact that they were trying to introduce so many different heroes that we had the familiar Marvel formula of, hey, there's, like all of these are interconnected. There's this scene that connects you to the next thing and we get hype off of it. But it was so fast, literally like a month later, we have a whole new show, a whole new thing that has nothing to do with anything that we just saw. Right? It's literally just putting you onto a new person. And then another show that came on that was literally putting you onto a new, and then we'll get a movie that has a little bit connected to the old shit. But it was just like so separated that we're like to this point now, it's just like, wait, what does the Eternals have to do with any of this?
Yeah.
Wait, where's like
Where's
we got
Shang-Chi?
we got that dope ass scene in Shang-Chi. Where the fuck is Shang-Chi? Like what are we
Yeah, where is he now?
There's nothing for us to grab onto that go, oh, this segued back to that within this same phase. That's dope.
Well,
There's
it's also
nothing.
the timeline is so weird now because you're like, Spider-Man is like 2 months before Hawkeye,
Yep.
but Shang-Chi's a year after that, but then this one's a year before
I still don't know
that,
where
and, like,
Black Panther lies in that story arc.
I
in that
saw it
timeline.
on the Marvel timeline. It was like one of the more recent ones. Like it was happening.
Like
at
you
the
mean
same time
Wakanda
as,
Forever?
Yeah. I don't know where that lies in there, like as far as like interweaving, because I guess we know it's after the blip, but there is so much shit that happened since the blip, and then
Right.
this has nothing to do with that because it's,
This could be during the 5 years post blip before like
well, at what point does
Well, it's after they come back.
Well, yeah. Well,
Is it?
Yeah,
Because
some
like
of the
Banner,
Wakand- 'cause some
Banner
of the
didn't
Wa-
get
'cause
snapped.
some of the Wakandans were snapped. They were all back except for
the only thing that I can think of.
So
is that-
according to IMDb, which I don't know how much you want to take that in.
Sure.
But according to IMDb, Wakanda Forever takes place in between Hawkeye and Moon Knight.
Which tells us nothing because when the
one
fuck
knows-
did Moon Knight take
Yeah,
place?
we know
Okay,
Hawkeye,
so
but we
let's
have no
say
clue about Moon Knight.
from the movie perspective, before that, Spider-Man Far From Home, then Spider-Man No Way Home, then Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, then Hawkeye, then Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, then Moon Knight, then She-Hulk, then Miss Marvel, then Werewolf,
Damn.
then Secret Invasion, then the holiday special. But that's
Secret
IMDb.
Invasion is
Invasion's
before
before?
the holiday special?
The holiday special.
The holiday special like just came out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I
Secret
didn't watch the
Invasion's
holiday
gonna be-
special.
I don't know
yet,
why it
so-
has
No, it's
that
good.
like that, but
It's great.
again,
Okay.
You got to watch it.
IMDb.
That's IMDb, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many. There's just no clarity there, and because there's no callbacks to anything within Phase 4. We have yet to see anything that it just feels like it's all spread out so fucking.
Well, I
thin.
think that's what they were doing now is where they started a universe where they already have us.
Right.
They need to get the 12-year-old girls now and the older generation that's looking for stuff, the mid-20s that are into the She-Hulk and
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion and Miss
Okay.
Marvel's going for the younger kids and so
According,
they're trying to
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So, according to Wikipedia, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is set after the events of No Way Home and potentially concurrent with Love and Thunder and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, according to producer Nate Moore.
That's what I saw on the Marvel site.
Okay, so it's running concurrently with two other stories that take place other than on Earth.
Quantumania.
Yeah.
With two other things where nothing has to be explained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Well, Quantum
Love and Love and Thunder is partly on Earth.
yeah. Partly, yeah, I guess. But
yeah.
all right.
Still,
I get
there's
it.
not
Okay.
a lot of context to a lot of the stuff we saw.
And, I mean, the way that Wakanda
intentionally
Forever
vague.
was built, storied, I mean, it doesn't matter when it takes place, right?
Yeah.
They could drop
timeless.
it. They could literally drop it like immediately after the blip, and it would still rock. Like
Yeah.
There's not
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much that would conflict with what we know. The way that
Well,
I just
Coogler
can't
wrote it.
remember which Wakandans, because some of them dusted. I just can't remember which ones.
Yeah, I mean, but T'Challa dusted, so it
So it
definitely
has to be after he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it all he definitely came back.
That's
and,
what that's what I mean.
the kid-
I don't mean the blip. I mean, after
The snap.
the snap, the final snap. Yes.
Yeah. And then the kid was probably conceived prior to him being snapped. Anyway.
Clapping those cheeks.
But either way, there's just like so much it's just spread so thin, and there was so much to be done that I think that everyone is just like expecting the same shit, and it's not the same. I like what they were doing. I like that every show has a different feel. And some of it that part sucks, is like, even if it's not for you, like how Johnny was like, yeah, She-Hulk is not for me. Like, it's okay, but it's like, but still, I have to watch this shit every fucking week because
That was the best.
because
That's
I
what
want-
made it so funny.
but because I have to, and then he talked shit to us like, this shit, what the fuck?
That was me with Miss Marvel. Because
Yeah,
like, at
see,
some
and he
point,
loved it.
Johnny loved Miss
I didn't think it was
Marvel.
bad. I thought it was great, but like it wasn't something that I would watch. But I had to watch because at some point it's gonna tie in,
part-
right?
yeah.
And then it was
part of
just
the
like,
story.
oh, she's a mutant, and it was like, oh, so that was the tie-in. Like,
Yeah.
none of anything else mattered. The tie-in was the fact that she's the
Same with Namor.
the first mutant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with Namor.
But
He's
yeah,
a
I mean, not to sidetrack the conversation too much, but which I do
what we
a
do.
lot. I don't know, the way that they like kind of casually threw in that she's a mutant, and the way they casually threw in that Namor's a mutant makes me really feel like they're not trying to make mutants like a big deal. Like they're just trying to like, meh, mutants are here. Like they're
They just exist, yeah.
That was just an interview with Kevin Feige.
So that's why they're going for quality now.
Well, there
Johnny.
was the interview with him was he said because if they brought in the mutants now, they would basically beat the shit out of everybody in Marvel because you know the heroes aren't like Captain America. Captain America's the strongest guy, and like Rogue could kick his ass.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Jubilee would be whooping ass right now.
Yeah,
you know.
Facts.
So like they're having to bring in all these interstellar or more powerful common heroes, so that when the X-Men come in and the regular mutants
They
are
know
not
how to
so
deal with them.
overpowered.
Yeah.
Because right now every X-Men would just run through Marvel.
Yeah. That's yeah, they have to,
I mean,
they
the
have
X-Men
to, it
were
has
the
to be
shit.
sprinkled in.
X-Men were
Yeah,
the
I love
shit.
the X-Men. That is my favorite. That's the favorite fan.
Well, I think that's why they're going slow with it, like X-Men 97. Like, here, we're going to give you what you guys want.
Yeah.
But we can't just bring them automatically in because then, like, I mean, can you imagine, like Cyclops? Cyclops would go through everybody in Marvel right now. Mm-hmm. And he was, like, garbage in the Fox universe. Like, he wasn't even that great. Even the Fox Cyclops right now would shred 90% of Marvel characters.
That's another rumor that the Fox version of the X-Men is supposed to appear in Secret Wars and all of this stuff, but I don't know. And I mean, the only way that makes sense is because obviously it's all multiverse, so they're gonna run.
Well, they've been talking about like the original Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a bunch of shit. There's gonna be a lot.
But you're
and,
bringing
you know,
in Wolverine, so you got like they're bringing in Wolverine opens the door for everything.
I mean, yeah, Fox is already in the conversation. So, but anyway, let's move on. Let's see. So it hasn't been confirmed, but apparently there's small hope that. Well, let me rephrase this. So Daredevil, Charlie Cox. Mm-hmm. He came out and it was this big misleading headlines everywhere saying confirmed that I got Karen and Foggy from the show are coming back, but in reality,
swept up in the hysteria.
Yes, you did. Yes,
you got swept up too, bitch. I swept you up.
No. I started looking it up immediately.
I started to after I sent it. I was like, I know Johnny's going to be looking for a source, so I need to go in on this right and jump in front of it.
That was the first thing I thought. I was like, let me look for this source. So, you know, he was pretty much asked, like, what about, you know, Deborah Ann Wall and Foggy Nelson, who were, or Deborah Ann Wall and Eldon Henson, who play Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. He was asked, like, are they a part of the show? And he says, I don't know what's going to happen with the other characters on the new show, but I know for a fact that Eldon and Deborah were the heartbeats of what we did before, and the show is a success because of them. So he's dancing around the fact, you know,
that was
he's
very
still trying
recent.
to hide that. What'd you say?
That was a very recent interview.
Yes.
Yeah, at a German Comic-Con.
Okay, yeah, I got thoughts.
So that either sounded like A, he was skirting around the fact that they are going to be in the show, or B, he was giving them some props, showing them love, knowing that they're going to have nothing to do with this, and he's going to do his thing without them. I feel like it could go either way after reading
I got
his quotes. And
thought.
Let's hear it.
I think they're so early in the process. He just really, I mean,
Doesn't know.
Your quote, it says, I don't know what's going to happen, which I feel like if you're trying to skirt around it and trying to hide shit, you don't typically lead off with, I don't know, but I like them. It's just kind of like, I don't know. The way he said that makes me feel like they're just still too early on that he doesn't know who else is involved in this. And he's
Like he
hoping they
legit
will
doesn't
be.
know.
It sounds like his quote is him advocating for
Okay.
you should
Like,
bring
listen,
them back.
writers, like this is the heart.
Yeah.
If you want this to succeed, bring these fucking people on board.
But they're still so. When is this Born Again supposed to
2024?
come out? 2024. Yeah, they
Wasn't it?
probably
Yeah.
are still writing right now, and writing doesn't matter who the fucking actor
Right.
is. So
Yeah, because that'll get edited and chopped up, and
yeah,
I feel like
think
they
it's
gotta
early
know
enough.
though. Like you,
I feel
if
like
we had to
they
put money
might
on
have.
it, if you had to put money on it right now, if you had to put literal money on it, life or death, are they going to be part of that show, Johnny?
My money would be yes.
Okay,
My money would be yes.
my money's yes as well.
I think just because they've been pushing so much that it's like the same show, slightly different universe. I think you kind of got to go with
and the fact
Yeah.
that they brought back D'Onofrio.
Yeah,
They did.
exactly.
And fucking
I mean,
Charlie
they're bringing
Cox,
the big bad and then the good guy.
the hero.
Right.
yeah.
You know, you're
I want to see
But
that
I-
Bullseye come back too. I thought he was really fucking good.
My like what I enjoyed about that show though is the chemistry between all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
you know,
fantastic.
it was great.
even Rosario. Bring her back.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, bring.
yeah. But at the end of the day,
And
if Charlie
everything.
Cox is there,
We're gonna.
that's all I need. Yeah,
we have
like
Vincent
that's
D'Onofrio,
yep.
so.
Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. Like that's a show. You've got
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
If those other people are back, awesome.
that'd be great.
I would love that.
Yeah.
But if they're not, awesome
I-
still.
well,
Because I'm
I
fucking
would-
with this.
yeah,
I'm
I
fucking
would
with
like
this
it.
hard.
If they didn't bring them back, then there's no Foggy Nelson. You know what I mean? Then there's
Exactly. Don't replace.
Yeah.
him.
Don't replace them.
recast them.
use I again, I'm casual nerd over here. I don't know if there's a run of Daredevil that used a different set of supporting characters, but if there was, use those and don't use those two, because if they're not on, I love those two actors and how they portrayed those characters in that first season of Daredevil, because I don't give a fuck about the
Because
rest
that's all
of
he
it.
saw. Because that's all he fucking saw.
But
Daredevil for me.
they're also not like, I don't think, the best actors of all time.
And no, they're
You
not.
know.
They're not integral to that series at all. But
Yes.
having watched them through, the 3 seasons that real fans watched, it was I feel like they really need to be there.
I mean, I like her, but I
anyone-
like her more because she's hot than how good of an
Right.
actor
From
she
True
is.
Blood. Yeah, no, I get it.
If anyone came back and it had to be a choice for one more person, I would pick John Barenthal as Punisher.
As the Punisher. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, they're already
Yes.
talking about that.
I know. Yeah.
I out of everyone, I want them to bring everybody from Netflix.
No.
The number
no,
one,
no,
but the
no.
number one is Iron Fist. He needs to come back.
you want to get
You're done here,
just
sir.
want-
Pick up your shit.
Yeah.
Pour
But
your
no,
drink out.
It's actually the opposite. That's the only guy I don't
We'll
like.
call you an
Everyone
Uber.
else bring them, but leave. I don't know what that. was.
I honestly, I would be.
Well,
okay
that was
with
he was Game of Thrones or something, right? Like he was famous for
No.
something.
For being shitty in
He was horrible
that
in
series.
He was in something else though, because he was like a big star at the time. That's why he got cast.
I guess I can't think of what it was. It wasn't Game of Thrones though.
Iron Fist. Wasn't he the dude from The Bear?
No.
No.
No,
That
guy
wasn't
can
the Andor dude?
No,
He
no,
wasn't
no,
in
no,
something
no,
else? No? Okay. I'm thinking, I'm getting wild now. Now we're getting,
Iron Fist is Finn Jones,
okay.
Yes.
I know. It's
and
a
he
totally different
was. What the fuck? I hate that shit. And Finn Jones, previous to being in Iron Fist, was in.
dude. Yeah.
I guess he was in Game of Thrones.
See,
Wow. Look at you.
He played Loras Tyrell.
Impressive. We don't
But it
know our
was-
Game of
Yes.
Thrones that well, apparently.
Loras Tyrell, and and
One of the
20
Tyrells, huh?
I guess so.
I only knew the old lady
That's it, though.
Tyrell, so that's all. That's all I know.
All I know is we saw the what was it that you sent us? Was it everything wrong with Iron Fist, or what was
The cinema sins of Iron Fist.
Probably.
something.
it was something, but it really outlined at the fact that he did not know how to fucking
Fight
fight
at all.
and everything was just horrible. Oh, that was the
It
worst
didn't
thing.
even look like he tried to learn.
No, not at all.
It was like that moment, like, let's practice this for 5
get this,
minutes and then
yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, and then they started to film around the fact
Around
that
him, and they were
could not fight.
never showed his face. And
Yeah, it was the
bunch
worst.
of hallway fights.
Yeah, oh, it was so
And then they had
Shadows
the-
and shit.
Oh,
then they
that
had the
was so
girl
bad.
fighting more. She did most of the fighting after that for a while.
It was fucking terrible. That was like the worst. All right. So since we're still talking about Marvel, there has been and Game of Thrones. Loki season 2 added Kate Dickie to the cast. And she did well.
Who's she?
Kate Dickie.
I was gonna say.
Kate Dickie played in Game of Thrones. She played where the fuck is it? I suck at searching this shit up, and it's not. Of course, it's not showing anything.
It's not even listed. Let me see her face. Maybe I know
Oh,
who
I
she
know who
is.
she was.
Oh, there's a seal.
Oh, that's because she's been in so much shit.
She was
since
also
then,
in
Yeah.
Star
but
Wars.
It's not showing it.
But yeah, she was she was the mother that kept the old baby on her tit
Yeah,
in Game of Thrones.
that she would kick people. She would throw people into the fucking where the floor would
In
open
the
up.
moon. Yeah.
And
I
there
remember the floor opening
that's-
up. I can't picture this chick.
She
She's
had a
such
fucking
random-
7-year-old
Lysa
breastfeeding
Arryn.
the
Trying to
little.
picture
was the
baby.
character.
What was the name?
Lysa Arryn.
Lysa Arryn.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
That'd be early.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
you
had
gotta
like
see it.
the like
I mean, that's her
13-year-old kid that was sucking her boob. How do you not remember that?
face. He was old as
Wait,
fuck.
she's in something else. She just got cast in something.
She's been in a bunch of shit. She's
Loki.
In so many
She just
things.
got cast as a big bad in Loki.
That's what he was talking about.
Wow. Oh my god.
That's what. I knew that face. I was like, that bitch is scary
not what
looking.
we're
Like I
talking
saw that,
about?
and it.
That was literally
It
the point of
snapped.
the story.
That was
I-
what we're talking about.
Yeah, no. I was thinking of Game of Thrones the whole time. I thought we were talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, she was just cast as the big bad in Loki.
I wish I
season two.
remember her from Game of Thrones to like be
How do
excited
you not
about
remember
this. But I,
this like 10-year-old kid sucking a titty?
That's
I mean,
literally what I
I'd
remember.
I'd have to see the titty.
It was because her
We'd remember right away. Oh,
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's
her
right.
husband died, so she became the queen, and then she was an evil bitch. And all I mainly remember is the fact that she had a fucking damn near a grown man, fucking a man child, or fucking.
I don't remember this at
The
all.
son was
What
always so
season was
fucking
this?
whiny.
Can I get
my
like some?
God.
Because there was like 17 years of Game of Thrones here. What are we talking here?
She was like, I want to say she was like Caitlyn Stark's sister. I think that was her
Caitlyn Stark.
sister.
Oh, okay. So we're early on here
That's
in Game of
really-
Thrones.
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
Yeah, no, I have no
but
recollection
not
of that.
that
Prior to
early
Iron Man.
because she kept on coming back up until I think Arya pushed her down the moon hole.
Yeah,
If you're not like one of the main 5 characters of Game of Thrones, I don't know your name.
yeah,
my
she was in
God.
a five episodes.
You
from
don't got to know her
2011 to
name, but you got to
2014.
remember what they were.
I don't remember the
doing on
titties.
show.
I don't remember. No, I
Oh my
don't.
I
God!
thought I'd remember every titty.
I remember that she's going to be in Loki. That's
And
that's
it's
all
not
I
because
got.
they showed her titty. I don't think they showed her titty.
That's why. It was
Oh,
a
see,
kid
that's
in a
why
way.
I don't know.
No, yeah,
That's why I don't know.
She wasn't
That's
memorable.
why-
If I saw
that's
some
why-
areolas,
If they
I
did,
would
it was
just
a fake
recall it
titty.
instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know fake titties.
Y'all still
Johnson
haven't seen
Industries.
Barbarian, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
All right. Yeah. Let's. Okay. Well,
Oh,
then,
the-
are you planning
yes.
on watching it?
No,
I don't know.
I think y'all
Probably
should
not.
watch.
You
Y'all
should
should watch it. Yeah.
You should watch.
Watch Smile.
I want to. I'm planning on
That
that.
show was tight.
There's definitely titty in Barbarian.
I'm in.
So you should watch that.
Let me sign me up. I feel like there's gonna be some weird titty. I ain't about this titty. This is some. That was too casual, son. I don't
Yeah. you
I don't
should-
trust them
You
titties.
should really watch it.
All right.
It's
I like
great.
titties.
There is definitely titty in Barbarian,
Okay.
and there is also suckling
Yeah.
in
Someone sucks a
Barbarian.
titty.
There's a movie called Antichrist, and there's some pussy in it. You should check that out. It's a good
Okay.
time.
All right.
Willem Dafoe, if you're interested, listeners.
William Dafoe, Antichrist, Pussy.
Pussy, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good
All
time. I'll tell you guys the story after the podcast because it's disgusting.
Is it Willem Dafoe's pussy?
so
and Antichrist?
It is, and Vin Diesel's. It's weird.
Their family.
Don't go there. Don't you steal my joke, motherfucker.
All right. So I can't remember us talking. I briefly remember us talking about this, but apparently there is a TV series based on Seth MacFarlane's Ted.
That's awesome.
And I'm all for it.
Fuck yeah. I love those Ted movies, bro. Those are my
Apparently a rap production already. So
Dope.
it's
It's
on
coming.
the way.
Is Marky Mark in it though?
Probably
think
not.
Marky Mark.
I don't want to see that.
I don't think he is.
I'll see the bear. I don't want
Rap
to see Marky.
I just want to see
production.
Ted.
Yep.
That's like
The only thing
official. Okay.
Done. Yep.
it's gonna be on Peacock.
Oh, I was thinking Paramount for some
Oh,
reason.
I was thinking, yeah, Peacock is.
I don't know. Peacock.
Yeah.
Paramount. I would have been more excited about.
I know.
Still,
I was really
Ted,
excited about it, and then I saw that, and I was like, oh.
PG-13 rated.
Although I
Ted.
ain't gonna front, I'm like this close to signing up for the Peacock no commercials. I've been doing Peacock with commercials for a long time now, just because there's always some bullshit that I need to watch on Peacock. And I'm like, now, so they're like loading up on a lot of comedy shows that, you know, I'm always looking for shit to play in the background. So right now it's fucking Everybody Loves Raymond, but Dave's favorite, The King of Queens, is also on Peacock. There's Who's the Boss is on Peacock.
Ooh,
There,
it's
now
another
we're
good
talking.
one.
Yeah, but it's Yes Dear on there, because if it's not, fuck it.
Oh, yes, dear. Don't you?
I
Don't you give me stuff.
I don't know. I don't think so. But
Could be.
Yes, dear streaming is on
Is it?
nothing.
It's not on the Plex.
Well, that's somebody's fault.
Yeah, no, that's 100%.
somebody's
my fault.
working on
This is
that.
such a big file. I don't even know what to do.
What are you talking about? How would you know this
Nothing.
information?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
It's
don't-
on Real Good.
Don't do that.
What the fuck is Real Good?
Real
heard of
good?
that.
Obviously, real
It's
good.
real good.
Yeah.
Hell of a good.
Anyways, they're loading up on a lot of. I mean, I've also been watching on Peacock the Jamie Foxx show, and hanging with Mr. Cooper. So there's like a lot of these like funny ass
Obscure shows,
90s.
Yeah.
Obscure comedy shows are ending up on Peacock, and I'm just tired of watching the fucking commercials that repeat on this motherfucking channel, man.
same
The
shit,
repeating
yeah.
commercials. Juac has mentioned that before when it was on Hulu.
Same.
It's happening on
reason
Peacock
I pay
now.
for Hulu.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Same
so
reason I
I'm
watch no
close.
Hulu shows other than Handmaid's Tale.
What's that one now that it's just like press which commercial you want to watch, or
not
you have
pressing
to
anything.
wait like the 30 seconds and then they start anyway. And
I don't know.
that's on Hulu.
Yeah.
That's poor people shit. We don't fuck with commercials.
I stopped doing that.
It's
stopped
like
doing
I
that.
think it's like CBS shows on Hulu. You still have to do
Oh,
commercials.
that's I'm not trying to watch.
I got the
CBS
broke
shows.
ass Hulu too, so I got all commercials in my shit. Dude, it sucks.
I
It's the
started.
same commercial 19
It
times.
is. It is.
I
I can
started
repeat it.
watching Welcome to Chippendales on Hulu.
Pause.
No pause.
He said,
All the way
no
go.
pause.
Hard
Unpause.
go for
Hard go.
Unpause.
Dick arms ready. Dick fingers
Fingers
popped.
at the
hard go for Lando.
Play.
Yeah. No, it's actually it's a very interesting show. And
Do they
it's-
get on? Is it like about the guy that was murdered or whatever?
Well,
happened with that?
no, I mean, first episode there is a murder that has to. It's based on a
Like the
book
actual
called
thing
The
that
Chippendale Murders.
I forgot what we were
based on
talking
that.
about. I didn't know.
But
Oh, okay.
it's pretty much showing how you know how he created the club, and you know it really was like he's a straight dude, an Indian man who was just looking for something to invest his money in, and like how he, you know, it was a different type of club at first, and then he noticed like he went to a strip club and he was like, well, I don't see one like for women.
Yeah.
And he had that idea, and he was just like, yeah, fuck it, we just want money.
So
Thanks,
it's
Sony.
sort of like the Playgirl. Like what's a
Yeah.
Playgirl show?
Yeah. So it's just giving the, you know, just the background on how all that stuff, but it is based on I'm only like 3 episodes in because me and my girl are watching that together.
Oh, I bet.
But it's like,
She's like some strapping Indian man.
yeah,
He whips out that dick iron.
Yo, Kumal he's jacked, bro. My guy
he
is
is.
brolic.
Marvel. That's
Yeah.
that's on Natty.
But anyway, it's interesting so far. But that's one of the ones I'm watching on Hulu now. But to get back to the fucking story that we were talking about initially,
Off of Chippendale dicks.
which is Ted. It actually they came out with the synopsis, which sounds interesting, and it says it's 1993, and Ted the Bear's moment of fame has passed, leaving him living with his best friend, 16-year-old John Bennett, who lives in a working-class Boston home with his parents and cousin. Ted may not be the best influence on John, but when it comes down to it, Ted's willing to go out on a limb to help his friends and family. So it's a prequel to
It's Mark Wahlberg's character, but he's young.
But
so
he's
it's
young,
obviously
yeah,
not
yeah,
Mark Wahlberg.
So it's Elf.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much
Yeah. Yes.
a new age elf. Yeah,
He's gonna eat cats.
a vulgar, hopefully a vulgar elf.
Oh, it'll be vulgar. If I know
I
Ted,
hope so.
if I know my Teddy, it's gonna be vulgar.
It's gonna be great. Because if not, why even make it?
Yeah.
It's before he was jaded. He's all cuddly and happy. Ted.
Yeah.
That's all I pretty much have. But I wanted to ask also, what'd y'all think of that second Super Mario trailer, dude?
Ooh.
I thought it was,
Bro, I was hooked for the first one.
I was
That
hooked
second
after the
one,
first one
yo,
too. The
it's-
second one was like, fuck,
They went hard.
amazing.
all the we talked about this. Like, I'm super pumped for all the Super Mario references that we will, get from playing the games. Like shit that you
Yeah.
wouldn't know from
And that shit
watching the
was filled
TV
with
show. Like just shit that you knew from being a kid. And I could see even from the trailer, like just all those little funny fucking things, bro. Like it kind of reminded me of like Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yeah.
With like all those references, and except these callbacks obviously will be Mario related, but like that sort of nostalgia aspect to the animated movie and that voice cast was fucking insane.
Yeah,
I'm pumped. I can't wait. Like that's gonna be like I'll go to the theater for that 100%. Just when that Mario should draw, like probably not
Charlie
opening
Day
night, but
sounds great as
yeah,
Luigi.
dude, they all sound good. That's got me written all over
The
it.
fucking Rainbow Road, when he was on pretty much on the platform and he was going through it. You saw the raccoon.
Yep.
For a brief second.
There's gonna be some
wearing the raccoon
Tanuki,
soap.
some Tanuki Mario for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
I wonder if they're gonna reference Mario too.
all of it.
The weirdest fucking
And
Mario.
yeah, there's lots of weird theories about Mario too. I don't know if you've ever read the theories
I think
on
I have
Mario.
at some point. Yeah.
They are pretty fucking wild. And I mean, if you played any of those games,
Mario 2
dude, check out the Mario 2 theories as to why it was such a weird game and why it varied so much from other. Like it blew my mind, honestly.
Yeah.
So check those out. Separate thing.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for that movie. My
Yeah.
kid is
Oh,
yeah
I can't even imagine how
He's-
pumped he is.
ridiculously excited. He was pointing things out. He's like, "That's Donkey Kong" in the beginning when he starts smacking him around.
Yeah.
Like, "That's Donkey Kong, Luigi. Oh, is that the princess?"
That's a present. Koopa Troopas.
See, my kids,
Yeah.
nothing's cool, nothing matters
No,
until
of course not.
so we're at the theater. Then they turn into little kids again.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But right now, they're teenagers the rest of the time.
You're always posting pictures, and they're always just like,
Mario Kart 2?
"Yeah, whatever. I don't go fuck."
And it's hilarious because my kids never stop smiling.
Yeah.
Until I pull my phone out.
Right. And then it's
like-
hard gangster shit.
But then they gotta be mad pretty. None of my kids are gangster. Like
Okay.
they're all just pretty.
Ah,
Like
okay.
really pretty. My oldest has to show his.
You go into model.
six-pack.
Damn,
model
you got a
mode.
6-pack? I'm jealous.
My youngest has your locks, so he has to somehow make sure the hair is there.
Yeah.
My daughter tries the least, but she doesn't have to try that hard. So.
Right. She's probably the prettiest
Yeah,
regardless.
she's
so.
like, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I just watched the trailer. I'm impressed. I had
Yeah.
not seen the second trailer. I'd only seen the first one. You know, I tried
It
to
dropped
stay
within the
away
last
from them.
week or so. That wasn't too.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for it now. I'm a little bit more
sure.
hyped for it. Who plays Princess Peach? Do we know?
Anya Taylor-Joy?
Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Sexy ass motherfucker.
La Argentina.
Nah, she's sexy.
She didn't say she wasn't.
she can
still
still
looks
get
like
it.
a fucking android robot.
I don't care.
Still.
She definitely has Stepford Wives
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
I love how
She's a Latina.
I was just gonna bring that up. I love that. She's a Latina. I'm like, is she?
That's why. Oh, she's a bitch? Ah, yeah, she's Latina.
I like how
That's
they
right.
have like Mario Kart in there too. Like there's some pretty
Oh, yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Everything, baby.
Yeah,
Everything's gonna
fucking
be in
Rainbow.
there.
He was driving on Rainbow Road. Like, oh shit.
That's pretty
like
dope.
so many fucking references.
All them Mario references.
I gotta watch.
And that is
gotta
such
watch
a
this new
small
Rockstar
portion.
breakdown.
That is such a small portion of this movie broken down into a trailer
Yeah,
that I can just imagine.
all the others.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
So I was talking to the guys about it, and one of them was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the best video game movie ever made," and I think Joey was like, "The trailer was the best video game movie ever fucking made already." Like, because it's
Yeah.
true, man. What video game movie do we have that's amazing?
Mortal Kombat.
Crickets.
Mortal Kombat is the best.
Kombat.
The
Mortal
new,
Kombat
the
is the
new,
best.
the new Mortal Kombat.
No, even the old one was the shit
the
for
old
us
one.
when
Yeah.
we were growing
And
up.
Street Fighter.
But that is still
Raul
Van
Julia,
Damme.
my man Raul Julia,
Julia and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Fuck
Who'd
yeah.
have ever thought they'd beat him?
and cocaine.
Yo, Double Dragon though.
Double Dragon.
Oh, that shit was whack as fuck.
Ninja Turtles. Does that count?
There's a new Double
yeah.
Dragon coming out,
No,
right?
I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it.
I mean,
thought-
Ninja Turtles
A
was
new
video
Double
game.
Dragon coming out?
I thought I heard
Wait.
that.
No. It was Fist of Fury.
Oh, okay.
Still, why? Why?
Why?
Who
not?
has these? Who are these financiers
Why
that are just
not?
like, I don't give a fuck. Let me throw my money in the garbage. That'll be fun.
Yeah, but there aren't any video game movie adaptations that are great. Some shows that are okay, all right, but nothing
I feel like I had
that
one.
just sticks out.
Just one.
It's gonna be The Last of Us.
No, I mean that'll
No,
be
The
tight.
Witcher.
That's gonna be good.
But I'm not. I'm not
That's a
even
TV
counting
show.
that.
Oh, The Witcher. The
It's
Witcher's
another
good.
TV
Witcher.
show. Another TV show.
TV show.
Movies though.
And still, those
like I
are
had a
even
movie.
even just like in the realm of it. Those are, and even them, I'm not or nothing
mean,
I've seen up to
I'll
this point
say
where I'm
the
like, oh my god,
first-
that is stellar.
The first Resident Evil was fun as fuck.
It was fun, yeah,
It was fun.
yeah. But then that
Silent
got
Hill?
old quick. Silent Hill wasn't bad.
Silent Hill wasn't horrible.
No, wasn't bad.
Oh,
Kinda
Silent
creepy.
Hill, that was good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uncharted wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, that was okay.
alright. Yeah, it was
I never
alright.
played that game. The movie was.
Oh, the
that
games
game.
were fun.
Oh, the
that
games
game.
were
Games were
fun.
really fun. Movie was all right.
Tomb Raider.
Nah, those
The new
movies
ones or
sucked.
the old ones?
The old
They
one.
all sucked.
No, the new one.
The
was,
new one
wasn't-
was-
that
It was
the
okay.
new one
That
was
chick was
good.
bad.
Better than
That
the
chick
old
was
ones,
bad.
but it still wasn't.
Yeah, the new
nothing
one sucked
wild.
like the game sucked.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah,
Like it was exactly like the game, so it sucked because the game was so boring.
yeah.
The newer games were all right.
Well, yeah, when
The
they got
old
scared,
PlayStation
yeah,
ones were blah.
with the cone.
Oh,
tits.
Werewolves
Yeah,
Within. That
Contest.
was a fun ass fun. That was a
was
fun.
based on the game.
I think so. I don't know. It's showing up as popular video game movies. Werewolves Within. With what's his face?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. He's in so much fucking
I
shit.
can't think of what game it was.
Sam Richardson. I think it was based on a game. I don't know. I'm gonna assume because that's what Google's telling me.
Sam Richardson.
Google never lies.
Werewolves Within. Oh, I never seen it.
Oh, that was a funny movie.
I heard it was good. Yeah, with Guillermo.
Yes,
Gizmo.
Guillermo was in it
Gizmo.
too.
What's his actual name? Harvey Guillen.
Yeah.
Well, his name was Joaquin, so
Must have been a cool dude.
No, I heard great things about that. I have to check that out.
What game was that?
It's about werewolves. That's all I know because I've never played that game either. Apparently, it's based on a video game. But anyway, do you guys have anything to add to this stellar conversation?
I think we covered all the stellarness.
Stellar.
Stella.
R.I.P. Kirstie Alley.
I could have been a contender.
Oh,
R.I.P. Kirstie Alley with a straight face.
Kirstie.
Kirstie. Why do you have to laugh every
I
time?
didn't laugh.
Every time
I said Kirstie.
It was a PS4 game, by the way,
made me
called
wanna-
Werewolves Within.
It's a what?
It was a PS4 game that came out in 2016 called Werewolves Within.
Oh,
Trash.
well, when I
Yeah.
finally buy that system off of you,
That was a
I
Gotcha.
might check it out.
trash
I'll
game.
download
John.
it for you. I'll preload it.
Trash game.
It's a
Yeah,
what?
trash game.
Trash game.
Trash game.
So the bar wasn't real high for the
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, guys, it's that time. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this show. If you made it this far to the episode, that means you fuck with us, so we fuck with you naturally. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening to. If they allow you to do that, Lando, thank you so much
Thank you guys for having me.
coming onto the show and dealing with our bullshit.
Tell everybody where they can find your memes.
I listen to it every week. El Panda Soy Yo on Instagram. You can find a bunch of ridiculous memes and thirst traps when I'm lonely.
Boom.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking often.
pretty often.
If you don't want that, please reconsider. But
They're all natural. And
they're
the
all
tramp
natural.
stamp
Yes,
is real.
the tramp stamp is real.
It is not a filter.
Follow him, and he would appreciate you sending him memes as well. So we do that shit all the fucking time.
Oh man, I wake up to like 1,000 memes every day.
He doesn't
great.
stop.
It's great. Remember, if you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to the fucking show. Hit that button. Ring that bell. Ding-a-ling-ling. Don't know what that was. But do it
Ding-a-ling-ling.
anyway, okay? Subscribe. And if you
finger
want
in the
some
bell.
merch, go to insensitivemerch.com and stay drippy with Drippy. Other than that, we'll catch you next week. Peace.